You share that with me, bro?
Home? Surely.
Whoa!
That's why they break. All right, guys. I think we're live.
Should be live soon.
Someone say we're live?
No, the ad popped up, so.
Oh.
That usually means.
I think
Then we're definitely
live.
live. Okay, yeah. Hello, everyone. It's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome back to another episode of Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! Crazy 8's. This is episode 55, the road to... A lot of roads, a lot of questions from this episode. Definitely the most calm episode of the new season, I'd say, so far, but still very loaded with a lot of potential implications for our characters. Nice to see Yuumu get a win. We're going to discuss all the fallout from this episode, as we always do. I'm joined by three awesome friends of mine, Cal, Nick T, Dredge. How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing great, bro.
Good.
I'm doing good.
Good. Dredge, how
I,
you doing?
I always go last.
I looked at you and I saw you weren't looking, so.
No, I was looking at you, wasn't I? Oh, well, I'm doing good too.
Good. I'm happy to hear it. Thank you three for joining me. Shout out to Pete as well. He's still busy with some personal stuff, but we hope to have him back next week. I will say there are 3 new emotes available for channel members, so that's kind of exciting. An additional perk to being a member of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything channel here on YouTube. You have the Otis O. I like to call it the God emote. You have Udius Hype, so we got a nice hype emote there. And you've got Shingo L. Listen, I know you guys all love Shingo. I clown on Shingo. Felt like it was fitting for him to hold the L symbol.
Of course.
I'm sure there will be a lot of master duels where I'm not able to pull through, and I'm sure I'll be seeing that emote a lot. Yeah. So it's only fitting for me. I've dished out a lot of insults to Shingo, and it's his chance and the chat's chance to kind of get back at me for that. But I want to thank you all so much for being here. I also want to just very quickly address the video yesterday and thank all of you guys for the outpouring of love and support, which I knew that you guys would give me. And again, the reason I wanted to share what's been going on with my health was just to keep you guys in the loop, because I felt it was to a point where it was starting to affect my output of content. I haven't streamed on Twitch since March 20th. So it's been over a month since I've last streamed on that platform. And I've only uploaded one video, which was that upload video, or that update video yesterday in the last 14 days here on the channel. You know, we're still good. We started the antibiotics yesterday. I'm now like 56 hours without caffeine. Caffeine and coffee are 2 things that I need to pretty much cut out of my life.
Is it the acidity?
The coffee, it's the acidity, yes. The caffeine, it's making your muscles jittery and overstimulating your muscles. So they're both bad for you in different reasons. So we're just like, you know, caffeine withdrawal is a real thing. Even though what's funny is I only started drinking coffee about 2-3 years ago.
Right,
First 25 years of my life, I had no coffee, and I've only drank 1 cup every morning. So I never went like fully on. Like I know some people, my dad, for instance, 3 or 4 cups a day for 40 years.
Guy too.
Yeah, whereas if you quit cold turkey, like that's going to be tough. So yesterday was tough, no coffee. Today's been tough too. It was tough for me to just focus at all today. And you know, knock on wood, I will say, and I've only been on the antibiotics and the medicine and the new regime for 2 days. My throat feels okay right now. It does. Mm-hmm. So that's good. I've also been wearing a night guard, heating compress here for the TMJD, which is the as Dredger pointed out, the actual name for the disorder. So, you know, it's something that has been bothering me for like a year and a half now that I've powered through. But hopefully we'll continue to, you know, get back on track here. But I wanted to just thank you guys for the understanding, for the empathy, for the outpouring of love and support. You guys are amazing, and you guys are the reason that I continue to feel so motivated to make content for all of you. So thank you. We've also got a really cool off the cusp thing here that I kind of want to start us off with.
Yeah,
Do it.
Do it.
All right. Well. All right. So.
Yep. Hopefully Aura's here to see that.
I believe this is the silver play button.
Now tell me what else it would be if it wasn't.
It's a congratulations letter.
Maybe it's a check for like $1 million.
Yeah, I would hope.
No, it's your contract being terminated.
Yeah. Imagine. Sorry.
I open it on stream.
They're serving you.
So listen, I got it literally in the mail today. And we are gonna.
You know what I'm gonna buy you for your next birthday?
What?
A letter opener.
Oh, I have one. I have a Sekiro.
Where is it?
That's a very
You should
good
use
question.
it. Oh, dude. That would be so
Use markers and pens, just shredding them. All right. You got this? There's another one down
The
there.
tape, bro.
We got it. It wasn't that.
You get that tape?
I got it. Don't
Bro,
worry.
It's from the bottom.
No,
Still from the bottom.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh boy. Oh god.
No,
That's not the way to do
You
it.
can unfold the edge, dude.
Watching the two of you.
Oh, good job. Good job. All right. Just some
That's
technical
still not-
difficulties.
It's not,
the
but it's
right
fine.
way.
You can
Oh,
do
God.
it that way.
You can
do it that way.
It's okay.
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh my god. Wait, there's a. Oh, that's great. There's foam over
What's
it
in
too.
the box?
Okay.
So again, okay.
We don't know.
Say
There's foam. We can't even see it.
It's fitting, and I will say this. It's
Turn it like face time.
Yep. I'm actually gonna let them see it first before me.
Wow.
I do want to say that. Listen, when I started this, I'll keep it quick. When I
No, you can make it a long one.
20-minute speech. When I started this 7 years ago, never thought it would reach this level of support. This is truly crazy. This podcast that we've been doing since the Vrains days has been a huge support stream, emotionally, monetarily, and I never want to overlook that. You guys are all amazing. You've truly helped me support this channel in so many different ways, and you guys are the reason this is a thing. So let's take a look. Boo!
Oh my! Wait, what does it say?
I don't know what it says.
Oh god! Let one of us read it.
Wait. Oh yeah, have Cal's the reader.
You shouldn't have to read it.
Have Cal read it. All right. Well, if Cal,
Everything.
we're not
I want
looking at
Cal
the
on
button.
everything.
All right.
Do you remember your first subscriber, your 100th, or your 1000th subscriber?
I do.
Chances are you do. And we know that you'll definitely remember your 100,000th subscriber.
Shout out to Jeremy.
Your fans may have found you while searching YouTube, learned about you through a friend, or maybe showed up as a recommended video. No matter how they came to your channel, your audience stayed, and their numbers increased because of you and the community you've built. Shout out to the
community. That's why. Not because of me, because of the community.
Definitely not because.
Definitely not because of me. I'll tell you that.
We're proud to honor your impressive milestone of reaching 100,000 subscribers with the Silver Creator Award. Congratulations. We know that you have many more stories to share with your community, and we know your fans can't wait for you to amaze them even more with your commitment and creativity.
Yikes.
I got a
on.
great theory about Otis a little later on.
Oh god, dude.
So keep creating, keep building. We can't wait to see what you'll do next, and we're here to support you along the way. And who knows, when you reach your 1,000,000th subscriber, we may just write to you and ask, do you remember your 100,000th subscriber? Yours sincerely, Neil Mohan.
That's cool.
YouTube.
That's
That's
cool.
YouTube.
That's
That's
And
very
what's the
cool.
little card there? What's that?
This
We have to
award
read that
was
out.
inspected and packaged with great care by Rick. If your award was damaged and you have any questions,
Yell
you can
Rick.
email us.
If
If you're more damaged,
It
tell
just says
Rick.
Rick.
We'll
right.
execute Rick.
Remove the letter, Dill.
Here it is.
Remove the letter.
Here it is.
You got it right there.
I'll get the
And wow.
Wow.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything.
Wow.
For 100,000
Oh, it's on some nice cardstock too. Let me see that.
Yeah,
it
they
is.
didn't print on paper. Wow.
I would keep that
Thank
too,
you,
for
guys.
sure.
Wow,
You gotta
that's
keep
cool.
this with
How's it
you.
look?
It looks really cool.
Dude, that is sick.
Yeah.
Sick.
I mean, it's crazy. You know, this is something that I truly never thought. I mean, when I started this channel, it was a Yu-Gi-Oh anime channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like,
Wow.
just never.
And like, look at the reflection.
Yeah.
That is
You're
reflective.
blinding people.
Wow, dude.
Super
It's like a real
cool.
silver.
It will definitely be.
You probably
framed.
sell the silver for more, actually.
I've seen people smelt it before.
Oh boy.
Those are probably ones that have like the 1,000,000 and 10 million.
That's
and
so cool.
Yeah.
all those.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Wow.
Well, thank
Now
you
gotta
guys
put
so
find a
much.
place for it.
Or I can use this as the next poster. Slam it on the table every time.
You should. Actually, I will not. After
Save
the
this,
$200 drop, I don't think
Oh.
I trust you with that. Ouch.
That hurts.
I want to thank you guys all so much. So, anyway, beautiful stuff. I think it's time we get into the episode. Also, this podcast is everywhere. Streaming platforms, Spotify, YouTube's, Apple
ESPN.
Podcasts, anywhere you get your streaming from podcasts.
Sporkle.
Yes, would any of you...
Great website.
Would any of you guys... MySpace podcasts?
Yes.
Would any of you
AOL.
guys like... AOL. Would any of you guys like to start us off here, episode 55?
You know what?
I will.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh really? You got this?
How about this?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Wow. All
Hey, he's
right.
giving me a little bit of a
Yeah,
break.
yeah.
I like this guy.
Let the guy heal up a little bit.
All right, what were your thoughts on 55, Yuumu Asaka?
So, I thought and fully expected this to be a downer compared to the way this season has started.
Yeah.
Right.
Every episode has been like, you're getting a little bit more, and it's just so exciting. Even just learning the new characters that are coming in now. I love this episode.
Oh, wow.
I thought the duel was great. Like, we all were shook at the beginning. We're like, oh no, like, you know, Asaka has everything to fight for. We're absolutely doomed. Yumu's gonna lose.
Why do we pick this way?
Yeah, like, as soon as she's talking about how, like, yeah, you know, I was kind of fond of him too, and then I lost everything. And she was, and we're like, oh no, we lost. So, like, it kept us on our toes, which I thought was good. And then again, with the roads and how, like, you know, we saw it through Yuhi's eyes a couple times, and then towards the end when Yumu's dueling, she sees it and they get that, like, twin telepathy, you know, mental connection there. And I think it's kind of a little symbol of, like, you know, you two need to do this together. Like, together you can do anything, kind of whatever road that Yuga or that guy is trying to put Yuhi on, they have to do it together. And when Asaka looks into her eyes and says, "You have his eyes," I mean, that just sparks so many more questions. So I think maybe I loved it because I expected less, and I think it outdid its expectations for me. So I really enjoyed it.
Good.
This episode, I think in a couple of ways mirrored the previous episode with Yuna, where as Yuna is dueling, it's like, okay, she's got to win. We're learning about her backstory, about her motivations here. She wants to win. Their opponent doesn't really want to win. This episode reflected that in a lot of ways, except without the, you know, life or death stakes. Because we learn a lot about Asaka, and a shocking reveal that she also had strong feelings for Yuga, if not love or any sort of maybe a romantic interest there. Yeah. So her and Go Ayuna, it's funny because, like, in Sevens, there was nobody who clearly felt that way about Yuga, right?
No.
Yeah. And we have two girls here who both felt that way. We're like kind of, it's almost like a fairy tale to them, right? This man falls from the sky and he's just so kind and smart and intelligent, and they're both smitten with him. But of course, Go Ayuna, it was obvious that she felt the way that she did, and so Asaka decided it was for the best to kind of smother those feelings and not really reveal them and not get involved with, because she knew that her friend Yuna felt that way about him, and maybe even more strongly than she did. Yeah, so I respect Asaka for that, and then you learn that, or not learn, but you just kind of get reminded that she's lost two people that were very close to her. In Yuga and Yuna in back-to-back episodes, probably in a 2-day span. Of course, she didn't know, Yuga died years ago, we assume, or 6 months, whenever it was. But she learned about it a couple episodes ago. Right, an undefined amount of time. But she learned about it, so she's learned about both of these cardings and deaths in the last 2 days. So, she has all the motivation in the world and all the reason to win, much like Go Ayuna did, dueling an opponent. In Yuumu, who doesn't want to be president, who doesn't really have that same, at the beginning at least, strong desire to even duel and compete for this victory, much like Manabu in the previous episode, and yet that's the character that ends up getting the win. So Go Rush has done a thing now in back-to-back episodes where the character that you're starting to lean to and maybe you should be rooting for isn't actually the one that gets the win, which I like. I think that's been fascinating. Yeah. It's definitely very interesting. And like last week, Manabu didn't get what he wanted, even though he won, which was Go Ayuna being, not killed. But this week, even though Asaka loses, she does get what she still wants with the presidency. And so, and then of course, the road sequences between, Yuumu and Yuhi seeing that same road vision. And it reminded me of when Udius saw the relic, where Udius clearly saw something and he was like, whoa, what was that? Because Yuhi, it's not like he's just having a memory. It's almost as if like a memory is invading his brain and his vision, because he's walking with Dumamu and then he stops and he's like, what was that? Yeah. So it was does that vision have to do with the relic? Does it have to do with the creator? Does it have to do with something maybe completely different, twin telepathy or something like that? I thought that was very, very interesting. But all in all, really fascinating episode, and we'll get more into the nitty-gritty and stuff. Dredge, what did you think here of 55?
Overall, I enjoyed the episode. Again, I think the duel was sufficient. It had the good fusions. I mentioned to you that that when Yuumu fused, she used a Dragon's Burst or some Dragons. It wasn't like the normal fusion card, which was kind of
Yeah, it was like Dragon Burst Fusion.
Yeah, it was very
type of
obviously
fusion.
Dragon related, which was cool.
Yeah.
But overall, I think I remember noticing those roads and just seeing that connection. You know, and I took it as, you know, Yui's got a road that he's just not ready to take yet. You know, at least early when he just sees it on his own, he's not ready to do what he has to do, whether it be what Yuga had told him or just kind of what he found out, like whatever's on his plate. He's just not ready yet. And then to see Yuumu, you know, finally see the road, the connection, maybe they almost like kind of understand what Yui is going through and why he's in his, we call emo phase, right? It's because maybe, you know, Yui has so much on his plate that he just can't. He needs his other half. He needs his other twin to kind of help him get there. So I thought that seeing the road was really interesting. I'm excited to see how that kind of turns out. Overall, the episode was good. I'm trying to think of anything else I really remember. Didn't blow me away, but again, I think because our expectations were lower, it still kind of performed well for what it was.
Yeah.
We also, I think Nick T mentioned this when we were watching it. The animation seemed a little different in the beginning.
You actually
You're Calvin, I apologize.
Yeah.
For some reason, we were watching it and the animation just looked different. We're like,
There was like some like stylistic choices.
When her like hand is in front of the camera and she's like
it was it was like drawn out. It was cool, but overall good episode. It really sets up for next episode. Just seeing all that stuff about Yuhi. For what we just found out, we literally just found like 30 minutes of what the duel actually is. Yeah. Like it's definitely going to be. I won't reveal that yet because we have some time, but that's going to that's what makes his road stuff that they're really building up to, because like we're going to find out something very important next week on next Saturday.
Yes, we are.
Yeah,
yes, we are.
Very much so.
Very important.
Yeah.
Nick T, sticking within the realm of 55. What were your thoughts?
I really quite enjoyed it. Similar to Caliber, I didn't know really what to expect after a pretty eventful past couple episodes. I was worried that this was going to be not so eventful. You know, it's very within the context of a school setting where they fight for president. So it felt like we would get much less. And to my pleasant surprise, we got much more than I expected.
Yeah,
agreed.
You know, the duel was very enjoyable, which I expected anyway. But like the fact that we got so much backstory that applies to what's already been going on has been. Not backstory, but say like motivation, has been really helpful for seeing these characters grow onward, which I'm really excited about. Sometimes it feels like we've got some kind of like Yuga curse here, where he loses his own duel and gets carded. Goha Yuna, who had affection for him, loses and gets carded, and now Asaka, who has affection for him, and they're both his motivation. Also loses.
Yeah. Does she doesn't get
carded, but like it's like it feels like every time Yuga is kept in mind, that person loses.
Yeah. Well, when you think about Yuga and dueling, what's the first thing that you think of?
Yeah.
Wins when he needs to.
Fair, very fair.
Otherwise, Shingo.
Yeah. I mean, he just and again, I'm not me taking a shot at him for a Yu-Gi-Oh protagonist. He lost a lot.
Oh yeah.
And you can even like. Before Go Rush, it was like, okay, maybe this is just what Bridge is going to do. Maybe their pro tags are going to lose 7, 8, 9 times a show.
Yeah.
But now that I feel like we've seen enough of Udius to know...
He's lost, what, twice?
He's only lost twice.
Yeah.
I feel like we've seen enough of Udius to know that that's not really the case. And Yuga, he just lost a lot.
What is Udius' record? Like we have an actual like 10 it got to be 10 or 11
probably like
2.
15 and 2 or
15
something.
and 2?
Actually, no, there's no way.
Is it that high? No way. It's like
it's
maybe
probably
12.
Like 10,
12
10 and 2 sounds right.
10 and 2 sounds right.
Yeah, he hasn't dueled all that much, to be fair.
But I think
remember, he had different...
We have some mileage to go.
He was a dead shirt for a while.
Yeah.
You know.
He was dead.
He was dead.
I'm
dead.
I'm dead.
Not ready for you to be dead.
Yeah.
No, I am.
But anyway, as far as the rest of the episode, I think it's very... I mean, we've all been confirmed that there is an actual relation between the Odo twins and Yuga.
I'd have to think that I wouldn't say it's 100%, but if we're talking a percent,
it's a good. I mean, it's
80%. It's really likely
there's
something.
It's implied to the point where all we need is a full confirmation.
Yeah.
98%. 98%.
Yeah, I'd say it's that high. I mean, then let's talk about that scene there at the end where Asaka sees into Yuumu's eyes and sees Yuga.
Yeah, exactly.
And comments on it. I mean, to me, they're not putting that in there if they're not telling the audience that there's some sort of lineage connection.
Yeah.
And that, to me, implies that this probably is the same universe as Sevens.
I think we were honestly. I was already confirmed on that.
See,
more
I felt
so
like it
than,
could have been a different universe. I felt like it could have been a different world.
I mean, it could have, but it's.
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess it could.
Because there's a lot of things that don't even looking at the Sugetsu style of Gakuto and then Manabu, there's a lot of differences there in the history of what Gakuto told us in Sevens. It doesn't line up with what
But
Manabu.
the way I took that was a bad game of telephone.
Okay, that's fair.
Through history,
that's
think
fair.
about it. Through history, right? It's told, and it gets changed, throughout time.
There's a few kind of explanations there. One, bad game of telephone. Two, we might have just broken it. You
got to remember now that
may have broken it.
Yeah, having the rush was it's like anything. It's like the butterfly effect. I wonder again. And I don't think they're gonna go this deep into it, but I wonder if it's gonna change. We're gonna go back to Sevens. At the end of Go Rush. Say it does. It's a 3-part show, right? We go Yugioh 9. He comes back, and it's like the future has changed.
Yeah,
right. I wonder.
Well, that would be crazy because we see Sevens. At the end of Sevens, we see that future that you imagine would have been affected by Go Rush.
It shouldn't be the same future then because they would have had Rush Duels so much earlier.
I'm not even convinced that that's our Yugioh.
Yeah,
we're still on that.
I'm not convinced.
Jesus.
When you have a character like
Are you
going to
go on your Otis theory again?
I'm not going to go on my Otis theory. Spam the Otis emotes in the chat. I'm happy we can do that now.
Yeah,
I want to see nothing but Otis emotes.
Even on that, yes, it might not be the same Yuga. And two, we only see a minute and a half of that? We don't know how much has changed.
It's 30 seconds.
Exactly. We don't know.
Right, as soon as he comes back, maybe that's when everything starts to change.
Yeah, or we just don't even know. We haven't gotten to talk to the characters. The history itself could have changed.
Yeah.
We just haven't seen
What
it
if
yet.
they don't even know who he is?
They do.
They were waiting.
We see it at the end of
You said
Sevens.
that's quiet.
They're not gonna
first
retcon. They're not sloppy enough where they're gonna retcon what they showed at the end.
See,
of
that's
Sevens.
No,
they
definitely
shouldn't. But my problem is the time. It should be an alternate time. It's like when you go, there's a new timeline now. You know what I mean? That's where that would make sense that Yuga we see is not the Yuga. It'd be a different Yuga coming back to the original Yuga. Time. Yeah, parallel Yuga from a different timeline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Parallel.
But I do
There's
think it's connected, but it just when they get Rush Duels this early now, things are going to change unless there's some kind of memory wipe at some point, and then it can continue along that line.
Yeah. If we're talking within the context of 55, as far as Yuga goes, maybe we just need the actual confirmation that they're related. But we've gotten so much, not even just the Yuga parallel in the look, not just the Yuumu look, but also the road, which feels now that in this episode didn't feel metaphorical, it felt like a premonition.
Yeah.
Which is telling. The road has a thing, it has a function, and I think that specifically ties back to Yuga and his road.
Yeah, I fully agree.
So I think it really is just right there.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's part of why I like this episode so much, is that it really gave it that. I mean, that was a lot to give us in an episode that really didn't otherwise tie into what's going on.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. And Yuumu, I think just looking at it from her perspective as well, she's a character that I feel I liked a lot in the beginning, and I kind of feel has gone a little bit stale. Yeah. I don't want to know if stale's the right word, but a little stagnant.
I would say
stagnant's fair.
Yeah,
I would say she's even, for me personally, it went down a little bit. Not a lot. She's still top 3, but she was more 2-1 area. She's dropping down to almost 2-3 now. And it's just, and we talked about this earlier we were watching it. I don't know, just some of her reactions, is that how she's coping because of the war, what happened? But it's just not, the character we met in the beginning was this smart, calculated, 4D chess player. She always knew what was happening, and just to see her, and she's growing up, so obviously there's things happen when you grow up, you change. But I just, so far, her change in my eyes has just been I don't know if I want to see where it goes. I want to see how it plays out.
Yeah.
She's one of my favorite characters. I'm not going to just throw her away right away, but I want to see where they're going with and how it's going to kind of come full circle.
No, I agree. Can I jump on that really quick?
Yeah.
I feel like it's almost it's basically her being the opposite of herself, like Yuhi's being the opposite of himself. They're lost without each other. They need each other to be together. So I think if they come back together,
that road, that would make
it
sense.
kind of brings them both back to the person that they want to be.
Yeah, it's possible for sure.
That's kind of how
I like that. No, because she was a very ambitious character prior to the time skip, and Yuhi was a playful, and neither of them are that now.
Neither of them are their normal selves. Yeah,
right.
Agreed.
Well, you can just tell, even from 52 when this season first started, just how much she's gone through. where Yugioh has been like, what's happened since I've left, and she's just like, oh, what hasn't happened?
Yeah.
Even the way she frames that sentence, I think that's just so telling, and it's understandable how exhausted she must be with everything. But even looking at it from the quality of her being in big duels, getting important wins, which isn't everything, but it's important, I think, in times, especially with a character
growth, it's important
who's supposed to be a very good duelist. Besides beating Yugioh itself in the mid-30s, her only win since episode 19 was that Yugioh duel. Because she beat Fisher Sky, whenever that episode was. I think it was 19 or 20.
Yeah,
then she beat Yugioh itself in 37. And now she finally gets another win here against a pretty good opponent and a good duelist in Osaka. So I felt that was another kind of good step for her. With that win, she becomes the second most winningest girl character in Yu-Gi-Oh history. Yeah. Only counting 1v1s, not counting flashbacks or duels that we partially see.
Right.
So her and Roman, the two bridge girls, are now the top two.
There we go. We're not even through the. How many duels is the difference right now?
I know I have a sheet of it somewhere. I believe Roman had 6 or 7. I think Yuumu, this is her 4th.
Would you say though?
We've got some room to go.
Just by the way that these female characters have been treated, are these your two favorite female characters in Yu-Gi-Oh?
They're up there.
Gotta be top 3 between the two, right?
Yes.
Well, who would be above them? You know what I mean? It started really. I did the same thing, man. I was thinking, I'm like, and it's not because they didn't win. It's just like the storytelling for them was poor in the past. They didn't tell anything.
I think
they were treated poorly as a whole.
The problem is every girl that I'm thinking of, every girl character that I'm thinking of, there was a real issue with that character at some point in the show.
Yeah.
Damsel in distress, just horribly handled writing.
Yep.
And so there were character personalities that I loved. I think of Aoi and Aki right away.
Yeah.
Aoi much worse than Aki.
Yeah.
Very mishandled. I think my top 3 would be Roman, Yuumu, Aki.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably mine.
I don't know where I'd rank them amongst each other.
No, but I think they'd be in the top. They're your top.
I think that's my top 3. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about that. I haven't watched Zexel, so I don't know about Zexel's female character.
Zexel's female character, Kotani, is Taya. A better version of Taya. She's a very supportive character, and she plays that support role to Yuma and that best friend role very, very well. I think she gets ragged on a little too much, but she never wins a duel. She doesn't duel.
Oh, okay.
She's a non-dueling support character.
Got it. Okay.
Plays that role very well, but, I kind of like the characters
of
to be a
course, you want them more involved.
Yeah,
I agree.
but she does play the role very well.
Fair enough.
I've always viewed her as like a better version of Taya.
Okay, that's fair. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good description.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to find very quickly the okay, here it is. This was I guess this is Yuumu's. Okay, so I guess Yuumu has 4 wins. So no, she needs another win before she's alone. Roman has 7 and
Asana had 4.
Yeah.
Aki had 4.
Yeah.
Asuka has 4?
Yeah.
So there's a 4-way, 5-way tie for second.
Yeah.
Wait,
right
Asuka
now.
has 4?
Yeah.
Really?
I think the worst thing than that is.
Well, you're not that far.
Asuka has 4.
Oh, I've never met Asuka. I'm thinking of a different Asuka.
No, Alexis Rhodes.
Yeah.
GX.
Yeah,
You met her. She's in the very beginning.
You met her, dude.
Obelisk Blue.
Oh, yeah.
She had 4 wins throughout GX, 1v1 wins. There was 180 episodes in that show.
Yeah.
She had 4 wins.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, that's
Also,
not
I mean, come on.
Judai has duel. There's been 55 episodes. Judai has
I
dueled
think-
in, like, I don't know, 25,
I think he
30.
has like 83 wins or something.
That's insane.
No,
dude.
hands at 83.
It's something, dude.
He's got at least like 25 to the first.
No, it's up there. He's the most winningest Yu-Gi-Oh character.
When you
of all
have
time.
180,
Yeah.
when you have 180 episodes and he duels in 90% of the episodes, it's crap.
Well,
He's cracked.
No, he's
basically.
not. He's not crap.
if he won 83 duels in 180 episodes,
And you assume some are one episode or 2 episodes.
some are 2 episodes, you could assume that he's dueling in like 140 of the episodes.
Oh yeah, close.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
It'd be 166
He's right.
if they were all 2 episode duels. So you cut that out a little bit.
It's not 83. There's no way it's that high. The math just doesn't add up.
It's not mathing.
So you should watch this video. There's a video Yu-Gi-Oh Everything posted.
Oh, no
September.
What is
which
it?
Yu-Gi-Oh characters have dueled the most?
Oh, how
You should
much?
watch
How
that
much is
video.
it? How much
Let me
is
take a look because I did calculate it. So let me.
Yeah,
let
click
me,
that video. Give him a view.
Let me.
I think he's an up and comer.
He's
right?
he's definitely desperate for them.
Okay.
Oh, here you go.
78.
Okay,
78.
so
Wait, that doesn't mean he won
That's duels.
78.
so he won over 70. He had
He's already lost in mine like 2, I think, or 3.
yeah, that doesn't go up too much. So he had 78 duels. The next closest character, Yuma, had 52.
How many episodes in are you?
56 or 57.
In 130 episodes, he gets 6 losses.
Who?
Judai?
He has like 2 or 3.
He has. I mean, I know the exact number.
No, because
draw no
he's
results.
No, he already has like 2 or 3.
Gotcha.
He already has 2 or 3 losses at this point.
Okay, well, if he has 3, then he may have seen.
Did you
that.
count the one where he faked Duel's show?
No.
What was it? They were training for the final exam.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't.
You didn't count that one?
No,
Oh.
I'm the on-screen like formal duels.
Yeah, because
those
show
are the ones.
sucks.
He
Even if did,
loses to
didn't win.
Kaiser and someone else so
Well,
far.
If that's 78 duels, again, even if only half of them are 2-episode
How
duels, that's
Yeah,
like
I know.
that's a lot.
How
That's
many
overwhelming.
episodes is Zexel?
Zexel's 146.
So
like
the math. Oh, that's.
115
Oh,
episodes.
actually, the math is. No, 78's worse.
The ratio is similar. Zexel also, I do give it a.
See, like
know,
you
it was-
say, 41 and 120. Perfect, 1/3.
Yeah.
No, 41 and 140 and 154.
Even
5
better,
Ds.
almost 1 and 4.
Brains was 120, so 24 and 120. Playmaker had 24 duels. Yeah.
That's it? Playmaker on 24 duels?
Yeah, but he won
What?
almost all of them.
No, he won all except the 2 draw. The
Yeah,
one draw no
almost.
result? 2
Yeah,
draw no
he had
results?
2 draws.
He
3.
went 22, 0 and 1. No,
Right.
21, 0 and 3.
Yeah. Revolver twice and Bowman. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
what's
But
like-
he
that's
drawn
the
a revolver twice?
Yeah, first time in the speed duel, and then they
Yeah.
went master, and then it was the same speed duel. Revolver's dad was dying. He basically suicided both of them, and then they master duels.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And then Bowman round 3,
Yeah.
which I think it was implied Bowman could have won that duel,
Yeah.
but he wanted to see what would happen. And he, you F around, you find out with Playmaker. I mean, come on.
Yeah, around you find out.
I mean, come on, we're not talking about Shingo.
0 and 9 Shingo? Spam those Shingos.
Then this thing goes.
I think if you add up,
Oh.
there's a lot of fun math you can do. I think if you add up every duel that every main girl character had
Oh, God.
and double it, I don't think it's more than Judai. I don't think it is. Even if you include Roman.
Think? I almost know it's not.
Yeah.
I know it's not.
For the Gallup girls, it definitely isn't.
Yeah.
And if you throw in Roman and Uemu, it gets closer. But like Roman, Aki, and Asuka were all around 10 each, so that's 30. Kochide, I think, was like 1 or 2. Taya was, I think, 3. She was 3-0 Taya. So that's like 36.
3 and
And then I'm probably missing. Aoi was probably like 7 or 8. So that's like
Yeah.
44. Okay, so maybe you
Still
double
not
it.
good. Still not
Yeah,
good.
it's a little.
It's
more.
not great.
It's not great.
I mean, come on.
It's not great.
But also,
Oh.
he is like the main. He is.
He's the
lead of
only reason
show.
that show is half decent according
He's
to
a
most
fantastic character. He's a fantastic character. He is, he is not people's issues with GX.
people. Of course.
For me, it's show.
Show's rough. Show does not get better.
All right. Anyway, back to 55. So, another thing that they kind of did was the classic, like, new student entering the class
Yeah.
Yeah.
with Udius and
We all hate
It's a
doing
classic.
that.
but
It is a classic, and I actually found that to be one of the funniest moments of the episode where Udius is clearly very nervous.
Yep.
Yeah.
And, everyone in class is being very nice. Then you just got the big jock in the back, Bochi. Go do your best, Udius!
You got this, bro!
I
Like,
believe in you.
He's a supportive friend.
Yeah, but he's a supportive
Makes it a
friend,
million times
but it's
worse.
so much more
Screaming.
embarrassing.
Oh, yeah, it's way
It's like
worse.
you enter a classroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like one
Yeah.
person in the
We
back
do
of
that
the
for
room.
Russo all the time.
Yeah. so.
He's like-
Our friend, he'd walk in and then Russo, and
And he just shake his head
Yeah.
while walking.
every
Yeah.
time. Every time.
Yeah, you guys were Bochi and Russo is Udius. Yeah.
He did have main character energy. I'll give it to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Russo had main character.
Remember the heart coronation that he got?
Yeah.
He got several.
Yeah.
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 That's main character energy.
You ready? Did he work on a farm?
You would think he did.
Yeah.
I will say, what did you guys make of, I guess, the more comedy aspects of this episode? Did they hit for you
they
the
definitely
Udius stuff? Udius entering Uemu in the election.
Oh
without
yeah,
her consent?
nominating her.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was also a shot. To me, this is clearly a reference to something that we live very close to.
Yeah. It's got to be.
Right,
For me,
right.
It's got to be.
UMU, and you're not even a sports guy, but UMU...
It's also a concert venue.
Right,
though.
it's a big venue.
I've been to MSG.
Exactly. UMU on her bag has a logo, and you can look this up. It's when Udius is entering her, and she runs up to Udius and is like, "What the hell are you doing?" She's got a bag that says Matsuba Square Garden, a dueling club.
Yeah.
Which we've never heard of before. That's a brand new club. We never knew it existed until this episode. Probably a one-off thing. And this is why it's a one-off thing. Matsuba Square Garden is 100% a reference to the historic stadium and venue, Madison Square Garden, the heart of New York City, one of the most famous venues, I would say, in the United States of America.
Maybe
Probably in the world.
Probably in the world.
That's
it is the world's
true.
most famous.
Yeah. So, like, it's not like we're talking, we're not talking about the Mad Gasser of Mattoon. We're talking about freaking Madison Bleepin' Garden.
Oh, man.
I mean, it's got to be a reference to Madison Square Garden.
Say it like that,
And
it's not.
Can you tell me this?
Yeah.
There's two teams right now, the New York Rangers and the New York Knicks, that are both in the playoffs. It's not a coincidence that they're both doing well in their seasons, and Madison Square Garden gets a shout
But see, here's your problem with that theory.
All right,
is
what's my
that,
problem?
this show was not written like a week ago when they were in the playoffs.
But that's
They
just
weren't
good
100%
foreshadowing.
sure what they were doing. You're telling me the writers of Go Rush
They
in the
knew.
future and knew
Okay.
the Rangers and Knicks would be in the
The
playoffs.
sports teams is probably a
Yeah, you're
stretch.
correct. Yeah.
But I really do believe that's a reference to Madison Square Garden.
It's possible.
Matsuba Square Garden.
It's possible.
It's too
It's
on
too
the nose.
close. Yeah.
As a
You know what?
club
Call
that
your
doesn't
contact
exist.
to Konami and let me know.
All right, I will.
It's also like it's like
Guys, be
just
like,
a nod.
what is a Madison Square Garden?
No, everyone, like, we know the Tokyo Dome.
Yeah.
I know the Tokyo
Yeah, of
Dome.
course, yeah.
I'm sure most people in Japan, maybe not most, but I'm sure a few of them know Madison Square Garden. It's a massive venue.
It's a,
The
yeah.
fact you said most.
Also,
yeah, well, not most, but
also, Aura said, no, he's right. New York is pretty famous in Japan.
And
Thank
if
you.
this had like a
if Aura
Yeah.
confirmed it, this is okay. I'm actually
Yeah,
happy. Wow,
and if this had a significant role in the
First for
show,
everything,
if
from
this
the
had a
way.
significant role in the show, I'd be like, maybe it's a stretch. It was such a flyby moment.
Yes.
It feels like a nod.
100%.
Yeah, it feels
and it's
like a
such,
nod.
and not for the sports aspect, right? Because
No, but for the state, it's a famous
Yeah.
stadium. Like, yes, there are other.
Funny enough, in Japan, obviously baseball is a very popular sport, but that's not that's basketball and hockey. So
Right.
I don't know if I'm not sure if either of those sports are big in Japan. I
What?
don't think basketball and hockey.
doubt it.
I don't think
Basketball,
they are. Basketball's big in Europe. I don't think in Japan.
Basketball, they might have like a professional league. I don't know about hockey.
Hockey
though.
probably not.
No.
That's
a very
that's
Western.
Russia's game.
That's very
Oh
cold.
yeah, I forgot about.
Yeah.
I actually forgot.
That's
about
Russia's
Yeah.
game over there.
I always think Canada, but
Yeah, no, but
Well,
Russia.
yeah, Russia, Canada,
U.S.
U.S.
Yeah, that's really it.
Well, no,
Yeah.
all of
Other
all of like
Swedes,
the
yeah.
Nordic countries.
Yeah. Cool reference to
Yeah.
a venue that we can. I mean, what do? We hop on the New Jersey Transit. We take it right to Penn, and we're at
It's in Penn Station.
Yeah, so we can theoretically get to Matsuba Square Garden in an hour, 2 hours flat.
Hour
That's
20,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
Hour 20.
That's pretty cool, man.
Matsuba Square Garden.
Well, that's
Do you want to go right now?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right.
Did they play tomorrow?
Yeah, but it's in.
Oh,
it's
both
Prudential.
teams are on the road. Yeah.
It's at Prudential. Yeah.
You make it like it's a, oh no, we can't go. But like, it's right there for us still.
Still can go.
That was a fun reference.
There's probably an event there tonight, some show or something.
Yeah, no.
There's always stuff. I mean, I've been.
There's over so
Only
there's
one show there.
365 days in the year. There's over 365 events at Madison Square Garden every year.
Yeah.
Always. Sometimes just 2 in one day.
Yes, that's why there's more than the days in the year.
So-
It's crazy. It's the
It's a money.
the world's most famous
it
arena.
is the world's most famous arena.
It's a bit.
It's not
it
just a
makes
tagline.
billions.
Yeah.
It brings in billions easily.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah. Well, by bringing in that much from the stadium,
Then you gotta pay the taxes.
they're able to keep the costs low for the residents of New York City.
Yeah,
So
are they?
that's why MSG is so important to the economy
Yeah.
of New York City.
Imagine MSG
especially for the
gone.
Hey,
residents.
explain that to me right now.
What do you mean?
Just all of it.
Yeah, so by the New York City, you know what? We're not gonna get into it. We'll maybe for an after dark. I'll explain.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'll break it
I
down
would like
to
for
you.
you to explain that to me.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Because I would like to get maybe a resident of New York City on to.
Oh, yeah.
And you get anyone in New York City on, they'll say, "Thank God for MSG,"
Yeah, I'm
because
sure
it
they
keeps
will.
the costs.
All right, I'm gonna call Uncle Wayne in a couple minutes.
No,
and let's see,
we don't have to do that.
No, he lives
He
in
lives in
Santa
Santa
Monica.
Monica. Yeah.
Yeah, but your cousin, he lives
Ah.
in New York.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Uncle Wayne would.
My other cousin lives in Cincinnati.
Cincinnati,
I think of a
Ohio
childhood
is the
friend who
biggest
lives on Staten
dumpster
Island.
fire in the world.
Libby.
Oh, Libby, yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Yumu's Fusion. Very cool
That's
fusion.
cool. Yeah, it's
Because the
cool.
only fusions we've seen from her was when Dormammu controlled her. And I think it was the Tamabot fusion, right?
Yeah,
And,
then
when
they were
her and
teams,
Yugioh.
Yeah.
So this felt like the first true Yuumu fusion.
Uh-huh.
Because she didn't use it against Yugioh itself, right? In that duel?
I don't believe
I don't
so.
think so, no. So she was able to beat Yugioh without a fusion, which is crazy. But what did you make of the fusion monster, Nick T?
I loved it.
Yeah,
I
I
thought it
liked
was
it a lot.
really like.
I wanted to see the Red Boot version, which hopefully
Yes,
we
yeah.
will. I know one got revealed.
Oh, really? I didn't know
Yes,
that.
yeah, it got revealed yesterday. I'm hopeful we'll see it.
I did think it was a improvement on the design of Bluetooth, which was already a great
Yeah,
design.
they enhanced it.
They definitely enhanced it.
That was the name of it.
Oh
Yeah.
my
I
god.
got
it.
That was
Reminded
so
you of
great.
Stardust, Dredge?
Yes, very much so. We had mentioned that we saw. It's very Stardust, especially like the flying sequence it did right after.
Yeah.
But it was cool. It was a good little ode. I think that was like obviously that wasn't intentional, but it was like just kind of in there. Like so it's a dragon, same color
Schemes
Yep.
similar. Yeah.
Yep. Pretty cool.
Yeah, very cool.
I miss Stardust.
Yeah. I will say this was the best episode for Asaka, easily, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
it gave her real importance with seeing
Yeah.
how she felt about Yugioh and kind of what she's lost, seeing it from her point of view.
And she, I mean,
And
she
she put on a
was,
good duel too. So.
yeah, and she was the. I mean, you gotta also remember she was like so important in the town that got overrun by MIK.
Yeah.
She was like the leader, and she maybe overstepped her authority sometimes and was a little like
Yeah, because wasn't she just the leader of a?
she was the leader of the machinery.
Right.
Yeah,
but
Matsuba.
like doesn't mean you run the own the town.
No, but it is Matsuba town.
It is Matsu.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. It's family.
So
town,
I
guess.
think I always kind of get mixed up between who runs between Sevens and now Go Rush, but I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure she was like the main
No,
boss
she don't-
because
well,
Gohan
is,
wasn't as
yeah,
important. In
I think
this
she
world.
definitely oversteps her bounds.
No, she was kind of a little aggressive,
tyrannical,
but like
maybe.
tyrannical, sure. But like this episode, I felt did kind of do a good job of humanizing her character a bit, and I definitely sympathized with her having feelings for someone. There's been many times in throughout my life, especially in high school, where I'd have feelings for a girl, and one of my friends would have feelings for the same girl. And I knew I didn't have a chance. I know, sometimes you see a guy and it's like as if he's chiseled out of ice and you're like, all right, this guy is a 10 out of 10. You're a 4 out of 10. Good personality. You got a good personality. But you're a 4 out of 10. So you're not going to go toe-to-toe with this guy. So if it's you and him versus each other going for the girl, you just got to suck it up. And I'm not saying that's, exactly what happened with Asaka, but I've been there. I get how it feels.
Many times.
Many times throughout high school. It was a reoccurring theme in my life.
It's crazy.
Yeah, no, it really is.
How'd
Really.
that turn out for you?
Yeah.
I gotta
very
go,
good.
man.
In the end, it worked out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no. So it all worked out, and it
But
will work out.
I've been in those shoes too.
You've been in those shoes
Yeah,
too. Yeah,
a bunch of times.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No,
You have been
sometimes-
with someone we mentioned earlier.
Sometimes they just take your girl to Chipotle.
Oh my god.
Is that? I feel like that should got to be in a song. We should put that in a song.
I will.
He took my girl to Chipotle.
Wait.
It might come sooner than you think.
Wait, I don't even remember. Wait.
Yeah.
I don't remember that either.
Well,
Yeah,
Nick
you
can tell
know,
me.
you know,
I
yeah.
know what I need. I need the context.
Either way, though, like I get it. You
Yeah.
have to like
Well, yeah.
suffocate your emotions because Actually, there was. I don't know if actually this is not the place.
No.
to go.
Yeah,
No, it's not. No,
Let's
it's
hatch it out.
not.
Let's hatch it
No,
out.
we're gonna, guys. We were making good time. Get back on
We're doing
track,
fine, we're doing
and
fine.
we'll be
We're
good.
doing fine.
No, Dylan. No,
All right, it was many years ago.
I'm the conscious. No.
I think I've told you this. Me, you, and someone that you ended up dating for a very short period of time. We went to a concert together.
Oh yeah, of course.
I think I told you this.
Yeah, I'm vaguely remembering.
Yeah, and then like
I don't know.
I went to the Poconos the next week with some of my other friends,
Yeah.
and I remember after we hung out with her,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, she was really cool. Like I'm gonna ask Nick T and see if like
Oh,
she's.
that's right.
Yeah, and then I came back,
Yeah.
and
And we already dated.
you were already dating.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that happened quickly, but I was very happy for you guys, and like that was totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was a very minor thing, but like I think we've all kind of been in that position before, where we find a girl or a guy interesting in a romantic sense, and then something happens.
I'm trying to think of me.
Well, maybe not you, because
I have-
you're
a
the
Greek
big
guy.
dog.
So
you're like
I-
the Roman Reigns of high school. We're not.
That's so untrue,
for years.
bro. That's so.
I also feel like
untrue.
that's not the compliment you think it is.
No,
That's
of course
so.
it's a compliment.
That's so
He's part of the,
bloodline.
he's the big dog. Yeah.
But to say the Roman Reigns of high school makes it sound like
He's a big bad bully. Like,
holy crud! Like, how did we get here? Man?
I think he was just talking about your. He was talking about your figure.
I still don't look like Roman Reigns. Like, that's just not true.
I mean,
You've got a good build.
This is so mad.
All right.
No, but
we've all been there, and
no, that's what I was saying. Other than like, so I found out like in like later on that I like talked to someone or like talked to somebody that like one of our friends like, but I didn't know at the time till years later I found out.
I've been there too.
Yeah. We've all been there.
That one we've all been to.
no, I've not.
Yeah?
No, I've not.
No?
Well, you also have to remember, I really don't like. I'm not romantically interested in someone unless I'm like emotionally connected with them.
Yeah.
So in high school, there was no one. Really.
Sure.
There was literally
That's
no
a good
one.
decision on your part.
Yeah, well,
Very
I'm
much so.
excited. Yeah.
Yeah.
There were a lot of girls that I was maybe interested in to getting to know.
Thank God you didn't get to it. Yeah. Are any of us any of us dating someone that we went to high school with?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's
No, I did other school. That's right.
Yeah.
No.
I almost.
Oh yeah, almost.
No, not even close. Whole different school. Not even
A
close.
whole different school.
You don't know where she goes to a different school, okay?
Oh, yeah, that was a joke. Yes.
But anyway, to speak to that point.
Yeah, I'm not
What?
Roman Reigns. I don't know how you.
No, not the Roman Reigns point, but like relating to Asaka in that regard. I think we've all kind of been there before.
Oh yeah,
That's how we got
And,
here.
and so I think the episode did. That was the point. So I think the episode
Apparently.
did a very good job in humanizing her character in that regard.
Oh yeah.
That she had to.
It's sad, but like it's bittersweet because
And like that's basically her like kind of confessing to someone probably for the first time that she had those feelings.
Yeah.
Right. She's been
she's very
holding that
closed
in.
off. Yeah.
She's even when she saw Yuga get carded, she had to hold that in.
Yeah.
Every time Yuga showed up, it was Go Hyuna who was very relieved and happy, and she had to hold in her excitement that the guy that she has a little bit of a crush on is okay. And good for Yuga, man. Good dude. Nice guys. Good dude. Yeah.
So
Were
it's
you
nice to see the nice guy not finish last.
Correct. Yeah.
Although in this case, he's been carded, so I don't really know.
Well, he's dead.
Yeah.
But I mean, he is dead. I think he'll get revived. Some people don't.
I think
He
will.
has to. If you believe that's him at the end of Sevens, he has to. Now, that's a different debate. But,
All right, do some super chats.
we're gonna go to some super chats. I do want to end the poll. Let's see. Let's see if we break our 96%
No, I don't think so.
record. Yeah, there's
I don't
no
think
way.
so.
49% great, 42% good,
91.
5% decent, 3% poor. A little more decents than poors, and definitely a lot more goods than greats. But I'd expect that. I'd probably say it was I'd put it in that good to great episode.
Good.
Yeah, definitely.
I loved it.
I still ask my 3% that think it's poor. Were you the 3% that thought it was poor last week as well? That's my question.
No.
Like the people that, well, the people who ever voted poor, did they vote poor again?
Oh yeah.
Because if they did again, I had my speech last.
You
week.
went off last week.
Well,
the last
here's
2
the
weeks
thing.
felt like peak Yugioh.
Because exactly.
Actually, really the last
and,
5 weeks. Going back to
and
the
here's the
Yugioh
thing,
stuff.
like I have, everyone has the right to an opinion. But if this is something you like, why are you watching it?
This is something you don't like.
Yeah, so if it's something you don't like, why are you? Again, and I said this, and I'll say it again. Like you only have limited time, right? You have jobs and school and this and that. If you're choosing to watch something you don't like I implore you to watch something like that you enjoy. That's all. But 3's not bad.
No, I agree with you.
We'll
There's a lot of people, and I'd get people, Arc 5, Reign 7s, Go Rush, that comment on my reviews that are like, man, I just, I really just don't like the show. And I'd always write back and be like, that's totally fair.
Yeah, it's fine.
You definitely don't have to, watch it. Like,
yeah,
you
no
take a break.
problem.
And I
Yeah.
even say, it might not be a bad thing to just take a break
From all
and
Yu-Gi-Oh.
then binge watch it and see if it hits then.
Yeah.
Because sometimes Yu-Gi-Oh,
The week
when
to
you
week.
binge watch it, it
Oh, it's
definitely
bigger.
hits.
I've enjoyed watching 5Ds.
Yeah.
And even watching Brain, watching it all without having to wait week to week. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice getting all at once.
I think Yu-Gi-Oh is a very good show to binge.
Oh yeah,
It
because
is
you're
very
getting
well.
because sometimes those week breaks, you're gonna forget little innuendos that are gonna play. If you don't do a podcast like this and you don't talk about it with somebody.
And I think also if you don't for me personally, I love the summaries. I love the spoiler batch.
Yeah.
And I love kind of having an idea of where the show is going.
Yeah.
But for people that are not so high on the shows,
Yeah.
and I've talked to them, and I feel like it's better when you're binging because you don't know what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
And so that being off guard,
Like,
if it's
I don't
good,
read the summaries and I'm binging. I just go, like, even
Exactly.
GX now. I don't read.
Yeah,
I just
you
go,
don't
boom,
watch the
boom,
previews.
Boom. No.
You just go.
No, it's just a skip intro. Boom,
Exactly.
bang, let's go. Next
Exactly.
one. You know?
Yeah, it's
Skip
cool.
intro, skip next episode. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, it's cool. Angie, thank you for the $10 donation. Rest in peace, temporary Pete emote. You will be missed but not forgotten. That was a hit emote.
It was
Temp
a hit.
Pete. Now it was a temp emote. That was in the name.
Temp
Dill was there as well.
Surprised Temp Dredge,
and
Temp
now-
Dredge, Temp Nick T, Temp Cal aren't there.
Well, I didn't
Where
have
we
renders ready for you because the way channel members work is if like I get gifted a few channel members, and shout out to Austin and Angie because I think they were people who gifted to. I think we're like 13 members away from like a new emote slot, but that's how YouTube does it. Based on channel members, you get more emote slots.
Right.
Now, if I
What's the
don't
cap?
put something, there's no cap.
Oh, it keeps going.
Yeah, if I don't put something to fill that emote slot,
Yeah.
and then it goes down. It goes from like 73 to like 68.
Yeah.
And I lose that 70. I can't. It's not retroactive.
really?
Unless I put a temporary emote to freeze it in place.
So you froze it in place just in case.
I did it with 2 because I got a crazy amount of gift channel
Wow,
memberships. Yeah.
nice.
While we're on that, Angie did gift 5 members.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, Angie! Thank you so much. Well, listen, spam the God emotes.
No,
spam the
God,
Udius emotes.
don't call
There's
it
no God emote. It's the Otis emote.
And you know the
Oh,
God
and
emote.
while we're still here, Angie just gifted 10.
Angie,
members.
Jesus Christ. Thank you
I think-
so much,
I think
Angie.
she mistook you saying 13 as we were currently 13 away, and not that we were at the time.
Well, we were, so if it
So
went
she
from
just
5...
got.
think-
You might
So
want to
then
put.
she
You might want to
gifted
put in
We're
another.
13 currently.
Oh, we're at 13
Oh,
currently.
now.
Let
So
me
wait,
take a
Dill, you
look.
have in the slot. Go.
I think I do now. Angie, thank you so much.
Put in the dredge.
Temp
dredge
Pete.
one.
No, you gotta put Temp Pete back. That's what people
Temp
want.
Pete is sadly on that desktop. It's not on this
Oh
one.
no.
Oh no.
You
Is there a cow
Well, you
on
have
there?
probably a month. You have a month, right? To now? Because
Oh, we
Hold
have
on.
Wait,
Angie, thank you so much.
hasn't registered yet. Maybe after the stream, and
gifting them.
are
Yeah,
they still
people
going
have
out?
to
Yeah.
accept
Yeah,
them
because
and
it
then-
says 7 more members needed, but that'll probably change after the stream. Okay, we probably have a new emote slot. Maybe I'll put the Temp Pete. The Temp Pete might become a permanent Pete.
Oh, Perma Pete.
No, he's just always the whole block.
He's
for the
always
next
the whole
one.
block.
So he'll always end up back in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Angie, seriously, you did not have to do that. Thank you so much. Jeez, there's so many. I'm just looking at the chat right now. There's so many green names. That is ridiculous. Angie, thank you so much. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you for the 15 gifted memberships.
That's
Thank you
crazy.
so much, Angie.
That is crazy.
Jesus. Yeah. Thank you, Angie. I want to see if
Pete said, nah, he doesn't have to come back.
I don't know.
I don't know.
that was there for like months and Pete had no idea.
I think he had some idea.
No, he told
For
me.
a little bit he
Yeah,
didn't,
maybe it
though.
was weeks. Maybe it was weeks. Thank you so much, Angie. I seriously appreciate you. And if you are a channel member, you have access to the emotes. You have the uploading schedule in the channel members tab, and you can join the Discord, which should be in the channel members tab. So keep that in mind. Angie, thank you for all the gifted memberships. Love you. Appreciate you so much. Dark Emperor J, thank you for the $2 donation. Random question: with exams almost over, what was your worst exam during either high school or college?
Physics. Physics final. I think I ended up getting like a C- on it, and I don't know how. I think teachers like me. That physics final, bro. The amount of stuff that was on that, like there was formulas on it that we never learned. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't got this.
My tax accounting final in college
It sounds terrible.
was by far the most boring class I ever took, and then the exam itself was just so hard.
I guess my other suggestion
was
was
not-
bad. The other, my board exam for my PTA license, I ended up doing really well on it, but like in the moment, I like walked out of there and like just went home and like just chugged alcohol.
Yeah.
That's how it felt. Swear to God.
I
I
would-
went right to Red Rock, bought like they had like Bang Bang Shrimp or something.
Oh, yeah.
And I look at the guy, I need a tequila shot and a beer, and she's like, at once? I'm like, yes. And I took a tequila shot, chugged the beer, and then I said, can I get the same thing again? She's like, really? I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
The
man.
That reminds me of when I was taking the CPA, which
Oh,
I
yeah.
did not even complete
yeah.
because it was that bad.
Yeah, it was-
for
That
the
was-
dough.
So-
Yeah, I don't know if I had I've gotten bad grades in college or high school, but I don't know if
the
ever
te- you weren't stressed
in
about it?
college. I don't know if I've ever bombed an exam.
Yeah,
Like I've always done fairly well testing wise.
tough for me to answer because
These are all smart guys.
no, I've done worse on-
in marketing,
other
almost
stuff.
all of my classes for finals were group or solo marketing presentations.
Right.
And I feel like presentations are not horrible. I mean, I hate the public speaking, aspect of it. Group isn't that bad. So
That's ironic, right?
yeah, I hated public speaking to the point where like I couldn't eat for like 2 days leading up to the to the public speaking. And then it's so funny because I remember there was one where I did a solo, and I would always get very good grades, and there was one specific teacher that pulled me and another student to the side and said, "You two are like really, really good public speaking."
Who was the other student?
I don't know.
Oh, you really didn't know who it was?
No, I didn't know who it was.
Okay,
Yeah. That wasn't a me story. That was like a real thing that happened.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No,
That sounded like a you story. I couldn't tell.
no, it wasn't. That was actually something that happened. And I remember I gave a presentation. I sat down, and I was like the fifth one that went. So we still had like 20 more to go in a 2-hour class. And like my whole body turned back on, and I hadn't eaten in like 36 hours. And that was one of the only times in my life where I genuinely thought that I was like close to fainting from just like exhaustion and not having anything in my body. So like I didn't, thankfully. And I got like food, like I ran to the cafeteria and got something to eat. And that was kind of scary because all the nerves leave once like you're done with whatever you're scared about. And then like your actual like body state starts to kick in. It's like, oh, I'm not doing well. I'm not taking care of myself.
I'm in danger.
Yeah. So good question. Crystal Colden, thank you for the $2 and the $8.88 super chat. Appreciate you. If you want something to think about, Go Rush at the earliest has to take place in the 80s, as the technology mirrors 80s tech, and they show how cartoons are animated in the 80s. And if my timeline is correct, Go Rush takes place before Duel Monsters. Nick T, your thoughts on that?
Yeah, that was the time to drop the F-bomb.
I'm asking the timeline guy right here.
I don't know. We can't really accurately say whether it's before or after.
Well, I think it's in a different universe.
It is, exactly.
He pleads the fifth.
Yeah, I think that's fascinating. The other thing is
the
like
concept of time entirely doesn't even apply in the same way.
It's tough for me to say
It's
that
fun.
it's definitely it's very fun, but I don't know if we can definitively say it's the 80s. I mean, I guess if like
time is fake in all
because
fiction.
time's fake, right?
Yeah. This
Like-
could be the year 80,000.
Like what year does Edge Runners happen? 2077?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, 2077.
Yeah. I don't know what point I was making.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just thought about.
Yeah, The point of the matter is, this is fiction. It could appear on any time. Like, it doesn't, you know.
Remember it was all of us in my old parents' basement with Maddie, of course, just watching. Some of those early scenes were just watching. Just 7 dudes just watching.
This dude's off the rails tonight.
I feel like me and you watched 2 different shows.
No, you know what he's talking about.
I do, but like I still just like...
He's talking about us 7 watching the
all of
scene
us
with
just
the guy with the program. Yeah. The old man.
I'm
I think
29 years
It's
old.
a hard cut.
I'm not 13.
I think that's the only anime that Joe's ever seen.
He's like, oh, is this
Wait,
what
Joe was there?
Dude, I think he was. Yeah, I think he was.
Hey, I heard Joe's a big anime fan.
Oh god,
Big anime
dude,
guy.
that is funny.
He's
dude.
really in it. I think he was calling it something else. I don't know what he was calling it though.
Anyway, what were you saying, Nick T?
Dude.
Next time.
That the time has no place anywhere, so this could be the year 20,000 or
Year
80 million.
3,000.
It doesn't matter because it's fiction, so it doesn't necessarily operate on the same type of time that Duel Monsters. Even if it is a different universe, it doesn't necessarily operate in the same way.
Yeah, I think
It might not be the 80s because the 80s doesn't necessarily exist.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a completely different universe.
Exactly, yeah.
Fascinating regardless. Crystal, thank you for the 888 donation as well. Episode was fine. Loved the dragons shown. Did we need another Yugioh ship? Also, the road and the twins' abilities, as well as how long has Yui been skipping school? I imagine he's probably been skipping school for a while.
Mm-hmm. He's getting his GED.
Talked a bit about Yugioh and Asaka, and I actually liked it because I like the aspect of having to smother those emotions for whatever reason.
Well, for the good of her friend. She knew her friend likes him, so you kind of just let in. You're like, all right, you have your chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, how did we end up back in it? Were we talking about Yugi a second ago?
We are.
No, Crystal also said we need another Yugioh ship.
Oh.
And then the twins' abilities. Nick T, you kind of touched on it earlier.
Yeah, with the premonition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about the possibility of them having some kind of other power, especially with Yuhi's hair, and I feel like this leans further into that, where they have shared premonitions and thoughts. I think more and more we'll get into that. I at least hope that we delve more into that, because it has been something we haven't focused on in a while.
Yeah.
Also, random interesting theory that just came to my head about Yuhi's hair.
Yeah.
What if it doesn't go off when there's aliens around? It goes off when Yuga's around.
Has that been?
Because like,
what about the very beginning of the show?
but like the very beginning of the show was Udius, right?
Yeah.
And Yuga gave Udius the cards while he was
So
on Earth.
even the cards presence.
Could have been.
We also, speaking of the card, we forgot to talk about a huge plot point.
Yeah.
What?
At the very end of this episode, we
They
see
lost his
Phaser.
card.
They lost a card.
Yeah,
I assume it's Yuga.
Yeah, I think so.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
My
What did you make of that?
My initial thought was that Manabu and Nyanastar like hid the card,
No,
like took it and hid it somewhere.
maybe.
They
But-
might be using that to figure out how to.
Yeah, like
uncard
how to
someone.
uncard someone. So they took it as basically like, we're gonna figure this out, because once we figure it out, they at least assume that Yuga will be able to help them get whoever else gets carded in that
Yeah.
way.
I think there's a possibility that Manabu has it and hasn't even told Nyandastar to avoid her
Yeah.
getting the
Because Phaser
plausible
knows
deniability. That's the
Why-
word.
Why do they
Phaser-
want the card?
to work on trying to figure out how to uncard.
They want the card because their creator is requesting the card. Just like Otis
you
wanted to
mean
destroy
Phaser.
Yuga.
I thought he was asking about Manabu too. You meant Phaser.
Oh, I meant the brothers. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
That's what I
didn't.
think.
So I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't understand. Your
Sorry.
question.
I know. I agree. I think.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still under the impression that I still believe the creator created them. I firmly believe
I'm
that.
on that boat.
Until that's disproven, I fully believe that.
Yeah.
Fully believe it.
Well, because they came out of the clear blue sky.
Came out of nowhere, dominant force,
there's-
relic. They have the relic's power at their hands.
And they're so bluntly like, all humans only, no aliens. It's like,
Right.
It seems like they don't have like a normal person's like personality. They just have this one mentality of, this is what we need to do. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's that's going to be interesting. Crystal, thank you for another $2 donation. I'm the local Rush reporter, reporting a new BTR single. Waves comes in 1 week. Those dogs are advertising it like crazy on TikTok, and I can't get enough of the parts they play. Big time Rush new single. Nick,
Well, let's
pumped?
go. Oh, I'm pumped. I'm pumped. Let's go.
I'm so freaking pumped, dude.
Wow.
Can't wait, man.
Okay.
Let's-
We're halfway there.
I can't sing.
Don't do it.
Yeah,
Don't.
I'm starting to feel. Limestone, thank you for the $2 donation. What is Dredger's current feelings on Bastion Misawa from GX Daichi? Raw yellow clown.
Misawa.
Yep.
He was interesting at first, having all the different decks, and he's been on the back burner. He has not done much other than when he fell in love with the barbarian girl as part of the oh god, what are they called? Oh my god, that's how long it's been. Whatever what were they called? They were protecting the keys from
The seven the Shadow Riders.
I
don't remember their.
I don't think it's
The dub. That's their dub name. I don't remember
is that
their.
the dub?
Yeah,
That's
the Shadow
terrible.
Riders.
But no, he fell in love with the barbarian girl.
Tania, right?
Is that right? Sure. Yeah, I don't know. Fell in love with her.
Tanya. Yeah.
Tanya, there you go. And then he, ever since then, he's done nothing at all. So, I mean, he's an interesting character. I really liked him at the beginning, but
7
he's-
stars.
I thought it was
7 stars.
it's their
Yeah, but he
submarine.
hasn't done anything.
He's pretty
else.
cool.
Misawa's all right, but it's just he hasn't done anything in a while. Like he's literally been on the back burner. It's really been, Manjome's been in there. Asuka,
Just
Judai.
wait for the next 3 seasons because he's actually like you take away Judai and he's one of the best characters in the show.
Yeah,
and he's insanely involved.
I mean, he's a
in
great duelist too. He has like a lot of versatility.
No,
so.
Misawa, he's so involved in these next 3 seasons after season 1 because I know he kind of disappears after season 1,
Yeah.
but no, he's so involved.
All
Yeah.
right, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right, Pink Penguin, thank you for the $2 donation. Hi, Dill. Hope your voice is feeling better and hope the crew is well too. Voice is doing okay right now. I haven't watched
Oh boy.
I haven't watched the episode subbed yet, but I watched it live, so it's fine. Excited for next week. Yui is smiling in the preview, baby. Also, I'm drowning in homework. Send help.
Caliburn, how about
the end of
that?
the semester.
The smartest one.
You are the smartest one.
Me? Well, Pete's
Actually,
on his way,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, no.
He's the smart one.
Actually, that's why Pete's not here. He hasn't been here the last couple of weeks. He is currently en route to help with
Pink
homework.
Penguin
So
with homework.
help is on its way.
He's
Pink,
just riding a bike. It might take a little while.
That's right. Thank you, Pink, so much for the for the $2 donation. We greatly appreciate you. We're gonna go to some super chats, and in about 5 to 10 minutes, we are gonna read the summary for episode 56 and make our picks. Yuhi Tremolo coming up.
Yikes.
That was nice.
All right. So we have Thomas Suckley has been a member for 4 months at Slifer Red.
Thank you, Thomas.
Tom said, "Here is to put me on the list for next Thursday."
There we go.
Absolutely.
Nice. Another.
Doing a Master Duel stream tomorrow, and that will lead into a Photon Hypernova box break on Whatnot. So 7 and then 9:30. So
Nice.
fun
Oh,
night
tomorrow you're doing the box
tomorrow
break.
night,
On
yes.
Whatnot?
On Whatnot.
Oh, we're at Whatnot 9:30 tomorrow.
9:30 p.m.
Oh,
Let's go.
wow. Might have to go buy one of those packs.
I'll tell you, that is a good set, too. There's a lot of good cards
Are there
in that
actually?
set. Yeah. Photon, I would say Photon Hypernova is one of the best sets
I
this
actually
year.
just purchased a Yu-Gi-Oh card set. The 25th anniversary
you
God cards
purchased
came
that.
out. The God
Yes,
cards.
yeah,
Yes,
another
like-
set, yeah.
Yes, I purchased that. Yes,
Yeah.
$30 was, you know.
Do you have it at
I was
Target?
talking to no, actually I had to purchase it online. I went to Walmart trying to get it. It was sold out.
Yeah.
They had 2 boxes immediately. It must have been immediately sold
It's still
out.
big.
Because I texted Latrell and was like, yeah, it's gonna have those cards. Are gonna be, you know, in 20, 30 years, it might be worth some if you get some good secret rare. You know, get some good.
Oh,
cards.
yeah.
Keep them safe.
Yeah.
Keep them safe.
That's awesome.
Yeah, some are cool.
Yeah. Did you open them yet?
No, I didn't get it yet.
Oh, okay.
When I get it, I may even let you open it on stream for me.
That'd be cool, man.
The pressure.
I won't trust.
Now
this
I'm gonna
guy.
blame
He's
him.
gonna tear
Yeah.
the box.
No,
Feels me
that
like-
was the first time.
Did you actually the
First
time?
time's tough. Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't his best way to open a box. We'll put it that way.
All right.
All right. We got Tyler Spratt, who has been a member for 24 months at Slifer
Tyler,
Red.
thank you so much, Tyler.
No message, just the membership. Welcome back for 2 years.
2 years.
Thank you, Tyler. I appreciate it.
Damn.
We have Cal Breezy, who has been a
Oh,
member
no
for
way.
40 months at Slifer Red.
Thank you,
know
man. I
him.
appreciate it.
And
40 months.
Cal
man.
Breezy?
It's a long time. And it's just a simple new emotes, and I put the emotes in there for you.
Thank you, Cal.
So everybody
Appreciate
could see them.
What a guy.
Oh, of course, of course. We got $5 from Ice Aiden.
Ice Aiden. Thank you, Ice.
Said, hello.
Sorry.
Pushing down on me.
I can wait.
Pushing down.
Son of a...
Hello, Yugi Bros. This was a wholesome episode.
Yeah.
Hope you are feeling better, Dill. I know the feeling. I'm also taking meds for medical conditions that I have.
Yeah, it's definitely frustrating. Ice Aiden. I'm doing all right. I'm definitely, taking the steps to do whatever I can to try to improve the condition. Night guard, avoiding chewing gum, which is something I used to do on a
Really?
daily basis. Yeah,
Oh, for the jaw, of course,
movement.
yeah.
I told him to become a mint guy, and he said he doesn't like mints.
I don't like
like
spearmint. I don't. Bagels. Like I can't have bagels anymore. Anything that's like very chewy and hard.
What are you gonna do about the bagels?
Bagels is tough.
Bagels
That's
is tough.
one of the big reasons I'm still in New Jersey. So that's a tough one as well. And pizza, I'm trying to avoid as
Pizza?
well. Yeah.
Oh, so
The
the
crust,
acidity and-
chewy,
yeah.
acidity. Yeah.
And the, sauce.
Coffee, caffeine. So this is like day 2.5 of no caffeine. So I'm feeling
Are you alive?
weird. I'm okay, and I think the bad symptoms peak at like 48 hours. So I think I'm past the worst of it.
Oh, good.
And I wasn't too bad. I just couldn't focus at all today. And I was, I didn't. I felt weird. There was a time where I was going to walking to the restroom from my cubicle at like 10 a.m. and as I was walking, I felt like I wasn't in my body. Like it was weird. It was a very weird
that
feeling.
sounds concerning.
Yeah, it was a weird feeling. I assume it's a caffeine withdrawal symptom, or maybe it's something more
I think it was an outer body experience.
But anyway, I say I'm definitely I'm also on a lot of medicine now. Motrin every 6 hours, Pepcid every night, 2 not antibiotics, but a stomach suppressant. So I'm on a lot of stuff. Hopefully it'll work, and I'll keep you in my thoughts, and hopefully you get better, man. And thank you for the kind words.
We have $5 from Crystal Colden.
Thank you, Crystal. Appreciate you.
Crystal said, twins are like butterfly wings. They need to be together to create something beautiful. That works for our Odo twins.
I've always loved butterflies. since I was a child. It's a very famous song.
I don't know what song that is.
You've never heard that song?
I don't think so.
Who sings it?
I don't remember. Was Cyndi Lauper maybe?
I don't know. Keep it that way.
Shit. I don't know if I'd go that far.
Right. Well, Crystal, thank you
He
so
actually
much.
has a pretty decent
Yeah,
singer.
he does have a good singing voice when he can actually like.
That's the
not
problem is
use
he
it.
keeps using his voice he's not supposed to.
Yeah, he'd have a really good singing voice if he had one.
Yeah. If maybe he had taken his medication appropriately.
Crystal, thank you.
Thank you,
No,
Crystal.
that actually is a like a really good way to put it. Though. It's a good metaphor for our twins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's cool to see them get their relationship expanded on a little bit in this episode with their powers. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Crystal. We have Philip Rosewood, who has been a member for 22 months at Obelisk Blue.
Thank you, Philip. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Philip said, "Good episode. Nice to see our girl bosses be out here. Gallup could never with its female cast, unless it's Aki, but that's a low bar. 1 out of 8 female characters from Gallup in 20 years.
It's true.
Hyped for the next episode.
Damn. Let's go.
Philip
Let's go.
is not
Well
wrong
said.
with that, and Aki, unfortunately, and I love Aki. She's one of my aesthetically wise and personality wise and backstory wise.
She's great.
She's one of my favorite girl characters in all of Yu-Gi-Oh. But there's got to be, unfortunately, a big fat asterisk next to her whenever you talk to her, because she was marvelous and wonderfully, executed and crafted through the first 64 episodes, and then second half of the season, second half of the show, it definitely was not at the level that she was operated at in the first 64 episodes. So it wasn't as bad, I think, as some people say it was. But besides her getting her D-Wheel license and then, beating Sherry, which was really cool, her using Stardust in that duel, passing it on to Yusei, that's really it. And those are the moments in the last 80 episodes of the show, and I can count them on one hand. And that's kind of an issue. So, there is an asterisk with her. Still, though, she was, I think, the best Scallop Girl character. I would agree with
Aki?
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably.
Thank you, Philip, for the support, man.
Thank you, Philip. We got $5 Australian from Electra Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
And Kevin said, at this point, next episode, Ron's totally going to fall for Yuhi after he saves her from Tremolo.
Maybe.
That's so true.
That's I hate that I probably agree.
Yeah.
With that.
Yeah.
Ron's eyes.
Next.
That's someone that clearly fell for Yuki and.
Ron.
Yeah. I mean, she fell for everyone.
Ron's.
Ron's fell for everyone.
She also fell for Galliant.
Yeah. And
Well,
wasn't there was a point there was 3 different characters.
Yeah.
well, she had Ron's eyes.
She had Ron's eye.
She's Medusa.
Ron's.
She's Medusa. Medusa would just kind of bat her eyes and just freeze people's stuff.
Well, yeah, she didn't do that.
She was just in love with everybody.
Yeah, Stone.
We also got a Twitch donation from Elaine that I see here. Thank you, Elaine, for the 100 bits. Hi, Dylan, Cal, Nick T, and Dredger. I think Yuga is calling out to Yuhi and Yumu by showing the road.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that.
I don't disagree with that either.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Did you tell Cal about the tattoo bet I found? Also, thank you for the Udius emote. Elaine, you're welcome.
Trouble.
Elaine requested the Udius emote. And also, Elaine, thank you for the 100 bits. Rest in peace, Udius sound alert. I have it here. I guess when my old settings went back, it switched to the Mimi
Yeah.
emote.
no way.
So I got to change that. I'll have that changed for the next
And
one.
what
Wait,
was
what
the
was
tattoo
Cal's
bag?
tattoo bat?
Elaine,
Was it Soul Burner?
It was Soul Burner.
Oh,
she found the
shit.
origin of the Soul Burner bat timestamp and
And I
everything.
said it would get
Wow.
a flame, not
And-
actually soul burner.
What he said,
Let's
Fire
hear it.
related.
and
Let's
Elaine told me,
Let's see.
and Elaine's not going to lie
Let's
about
see.
it.
I'll ask her in the chat.
Elaine told me that in one of the early 7's Up episodes, she gave me the timestamp as well. You said that if Soul Burner showed up in 7's or Go Rush or any Yu-Gi-Oh show going forward, he would get a tattoo of a flame.
Yeah.
Not of Soul Burner.
Still.
No, not still, because I thought it was of Soul Burner's face.
You've been saying that for
Me
years.
and Pete swore by it
Who
too.
would want to get Soul Burner's face?
That
in
was
their
the
body?
bet, though. That was
No,
the
No,
bet.
I said
See,
I would
he's
get a
not that
fire-related
dumb.
tattoo. That's what I said.
I'd get one
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah, we
So
can do it. October 13th.
What's with you guys on October
It's
13th?
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, you don't want to go get the cheap tattoos
Why not?
Yeah,
Bro?
you do.
because it's not safe.
It's at a good place.
Still.
Oh, you're silly.
That was the weirdest thing you've ever
Oh,
done.
yes.
But that's not what I was expecting. I was just, you're silly. Like with that menacing, you're silly.
I was talking to my nephew today, so I always call him silly, so that's why I was.
Bro.
Yeah,
That's why that happened.
That was something.
That is funny though.
Just when you're getting tattoos, make sure you
This
get
should be
them
good.
safely.
There you
That's
go.
very
I've been doing it
important.
in the back room of like
Yeah.
a motel. Is that
I don't know if he's telling the truth or not.
no?
I can't tell.
Well, a couple of them.
I get White Castle does a special now.
Yeah.
Where you can go for Valentine's
A crane
Day.
case and
Yeah.
a tattoo.
$35. It's a deal.
Oh man.
Dylan would go pay $30 just for the crave case. It's not a bad deal.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever get a tattoo. It's actually funny. My parents, I asked my parents and my brother this, and
Dean would get a
we'll see
tattoo.
if chat knows. And I think my brother was the only one who got it right. I said out of like my friend group here, and I named, everyone on the podcast and our friend DJ. I said only one other person. Obviously, I don't have a tattoo. I don't think I'll ever get a tattoo.
Oh, they knew right away.
Only one other
Harpy,
person
they-
doesn't have a
yeah,
tattoo.
they knew what it was.
No.
No.
Only-
What did they guess? Well, no, don't ruin it. Well, who did each person guess? I'm intrigued.
I think
Who did Dean guess?
Dean got it right. So
Okay.
he guessed Pete.
Yeah.
And I think
What did your parents guess?
I think my parents
I hope they didn't guess Nick T. That'd be awesome.
No,
Yeah,
I think
mean,
my
they've
mom
seen
guessed you.
Yeah, I think she. Yeah,
Well,
I,
yeah,
guess,
I
I,
mean,
you
can
don't
see
see
that.
that.
Yeah.
Mine are purposely under
That's
a t-shirt. And they
exactly
always
it.
like I
And-
may,
and my
I may
dad
have
may
someone
have
at
got-
quarter
my-
sleeves, but you'll never.
My
know.
dad may have guessed Pete as well. I think my dad and
Yeah.
my brother got it right. But yeah, my mom got it wrong. Yeah, she thought you didn't have a tattoo.
You can't tell how.
You wouldn't tell.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah.
wouldn't tell.
Oh, cup
cupping?
marks.
Oh,
cupping.
yeah.
Actually, the neck.
Yeah.
Want to see something disgusting?
Oh my god,
Oh
dude.
damn.
That was, and then this one's worse. This one was on for 4 minutes, and I'm like, nope, gotta take it off. But I feel so much better.
Bro's
What
been
does it do?
cupping.
It sucks.
So it's a suction cup in a sense. So it's helping do is promoting blood flow to the air to help kind of break up like kind of adhesions and like lactic acid that builds up muscles after working out.
So you can do? Can you? Is it safe to do that on any
No.
area of your body?
No.
Okay. No, I mean I was talking about like if you have like a bad lower back or something.
Yeah, I've done it on my back.
Yeah, your
I've done
back
it,
is-
So
I've
lower
actually,
back is safe.
I've actually done it on my glutes.
Glutes are safe.
Oh yeah.
Is like stomach safe?
You can. I don't recommend it
wouldn't
because no
recommend
one's that
that.
tough.
Yeah, that would hurt.
Chest?
Yeah, I've done my pecs.
Okay.
Pecs. I've done even the groin. That hurts like a mother.
Like the lower part.
the lower part of my groin.
Yes. Oh, geez.
I won't lie. My adductors are real tight, so I gotta sometimes put a cup on there.
Anyway, Crystal Colden donated $5, and Crystal said, "If I quote the BTR song "Fall," selling out the garden, she's a VIP."
Selling out the garden, she's a VIP. Boyfriend, I can be your boyfriend.
That's not.
That's
I did not
not
sing
the
that.
lyrics.
Wrong.
Not
No,
the
it is.
same
It's
song.
the wrong. It's the right lyrics and not the right beat. I did not sing that in the right beat.
It's alright.
I don't know if any of that was.
I don't think it was right. Why am I believing you?
They have a song called Boyfriend. That's how
They
it
do.
goes.
But it says to quote the song "Fall,"
Yeah, I've never heard it.
All right.
and then you sang
Yeah.
the lyrics and said it was "boyfriend."
Cal, do you have one that leads into the predict for next week?
I
I don't think so. Probably not. I'm gonna go with no.
We're gonna have to look up fall after the podcast. I gotta hear this.
What do you think, Cal? No.
Not.
You got one?
I
No?
think
Let's
yeah,
see.
the Natalie Lopez one.
All right, read Natalie.
If you want to read that, I'll get the
and
poll
then
up
we'll
for the
get the
prediction.
poll up for the prediction. And summary. Spoilers coming up from the summaries.
Okay.
You got it.
So we got a $20 donation from Natalie
Thank
Lopez.
Natalie, thank you for such a kind donation. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Natalie.
And Natalie said, the ending of that episode was something.
Yes.
Manabu is feeling regret. I don't know if he will end up betraying MIK. I also think Yuhi is going to take on a Gohan arc. We all hope for the Gohan arc. I'm in college. What was college like for you?
Wait, she's not non-college or isn't college?
She said, I'm in college.
We'll answer that very quickly. I will say
Yeah.
first half of my college experience was a community college, so it was much of the same except with a lot more goofing around.
Yep.
And goofing around like us having fun
Goofing around.
and working a
Not
lot.
working like as much as we do now, but still working and going to school. So.
Montclair, which is where I went for my bachelor's, I was there for 3 years, was it was probably a very unique college experience because I was a resident assistant. I was an RA. I don't know if I'm assuming they have those in your building, but I was an RA, so I had a whole dorm room to myself. But I had to work desk shift. I was also a desk worker at the building, and there were 2 shifts I had to work between 12 and 6 a.m. So there were 2 to 4 a.m. shifts I had to work every single week. I would be up through all hours of the night working on Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything. It was a lot of Arc 5 and Brains. Those were the 2 shows that were going on when I was in college. So that's what I remember about my college experience. But it was a lot of work. I would sometimes come home on weekends where I wasn't on duty to be an RA to deliver for a local pizzeria on Friday and Saturday nights. So I was working 4 jobs while doing college, and I took 12 credits. My academics, I didn't really take as seriously as I probably should have, but I was more focused kind of on this YouTube channel and on my social life.
And thank goodness.
Right. And
it brought you something.
That's why I would have done it. Come on, to at least set you up for that. Come on.
Yeah,
you don't want to slam down.
He can't reach it.
He's scared to.
I can't reach it. I'm out of shape. But Natalie, good luck with college. Yeah. And we've all been there.
Do you want us to give all our college experiences as well?
Very quick.
Yeah.
You have 10 seconds.
Same, basically, for the first 2 years as him.
He went to college with some hometown friends, though.
Okay. So did you. You literally roomed with Brian, but okay.
For the first year.
Okay.
Go to Nick.
So then I went to another school in New Jersey called Ryder, and our friend DJ, who you guys may have seen, also went there. But yeah, I did that for 3 years. A lot of studying, a lot of... What would you say? Goofing off? Was that the term you used? Goofing off. Honestly, a lot of Burial Kart was played.
Where did Pete go to college?
He went to Ryder.
Oh, he also went to Ryder.
You never would have known, but he was there. He hid from the world. He hid from me. I just wanted to hang out, and he'd be like, I don't go there.
Nick T, you also went to college with Pete?
No. Actually...
Wait, didn't Pete go to Monmouth?
For 1 week. For 1 week.
Then you were in the same classes. That's a fun story. We don't have to tell that
now. But yeah, I went... I had a great college experience. I don't know. Yeah, it was probably not as much hard work as these guys. It was a pretty easy time for me. My bachelor's... My master's was a different experience. That was a bit tougher, but my bachelor's was relatively easy. I had a lot of fun with that. It was I studied music, so it was a lot of it was involved in the industry and going to shows and mostly goofing off, but it was a good time.
A lot of people don't know this. I went back to Montclair to try to get my master's in counseling, specifically school counseling.
So it would have been the same program.
Did it for about...
similar program.
I did it for about, I think it was 1 semester or half a semester, and then there were just too many things going on in my kind of personal life, and I dropped it, so did not succeed at getting my master's, but that's okay.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's okay.
College is a fun time. Don't main thing. I'll just advice. College was fun, but just don't take college for granted. It's gonna go by really fast, and then you're an adult, and then everything's real.
Enjoy college.
Just have a good time, and that's not to say don't do good in school. It's important to do good in your grades so you can get a good job. But just take a second one day and just sit back and just think it's awesome.
Yeah,
it really is.
I will say though, I like adulthood. Home Depot, property taxes. There's a lot of fun things. Bro,
you knew he was gonna go there just to play devil's advocate, so I'm not even surprised. But in all honesty,
Home Depot. I was like, okay, Home Depot, property taxes.
Dylan, how much did you spend on groceries last week?
More than you should.
How much is your electric bill? How much is your Optimum bill? How much is your water bill? How much is your gas?
Well,
how much is your rent? How much is your car? Oh, you don't have a car payment. All right, here we go.
In college, you don't need to worry about that stuff. That's the point, George.
That's the point.
The point I'm trying to make is just
paying for college.
You got to enjoy it now because it all
It's not. I'm not saying it goes downhill.
But it's the level of responsibility that you need to have is a lot larger.
Oh yeah, when you get out of college, it's
you're
a
responsible
lot more
for yourself.
Yeah,
just keep going back to school.
Have fun in college, enjoy it, do well in school, and just have a good time.
Just find your balance.
All right.
That's what it comes
It'll
down
be
to,
fun.
right?
Spoilers, Dylan?
It'll be a good
Going?
time.
Spoilers?
Spoilers, Nick T, would you like to read?
Spoiler!
You promise not to move it.
I'm not going to move it.
He's got his hand on it. Don't look at it. Don't real reading. Get your hand off the mouse right now.
Hands off.
It's on the left click.
We just watched this episode, so there's no spoilers in this one.
What?
Did you get the wrong one?
Alien School 8?
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
All right, Nick T, would you like to read it?
I would
Don't
love
make
to
it
read
smaller.
Make it
All right.
Yuhi's Road.
Episode 56, Yuhi's Road. Yumu and her friends have formed a resistance movement against MIK. Meanwhile, Yuhi's still feeling conflicted about rush duels. Through pure coincidence, he encounters Ron, who is on the...
Sorry.
Just keep reading.
Run from him, Mike. He then has...
All right, there you go. Read quick.
No, I can't.
Wait, right now.
What
go.
is that screen anyway?
Just read
He
it.
then has a confrontation with Tremolo, the one who's going after Ron. What will Yuhi's decision be?
All right.
God.
Nick T, thank you for reading. So,
Fuck you. No, that's me.
That is you. Do you remember that picture?
Yeah, I remember that picture.
Okay, just making sure.
Dredger, when we saw the preview, we were all pretty surprised. What were your thoughts on this duel?
This is a big, this is episode what, 5 of the season, right? It'll be 5 or 4. I think it's 5. What's wrong with you?
Dude, what's wrong with him today?
My goal was for you to be in the middle of reading, and I would just have a perfectly situated face of like a render of Pete smiling, and his face would just pop up on top of the summary.
Why didn't you have that? You should have had that set up.
I'll have it ready next week.
Oh God. But no, I think this is a very high stakes duel.
It's huge.
This is mess. Like, this is going to determine how this arc of the new season is going to turn out.
This is massive. This is a duel where you go into it and you're like, are you freaking kidding me?
You just don't expect it here. All right, I'm going to kill him. He's gone. He's lost.
Are you freaking kidding
He's
me?
out. He's done.
No, I mean, really.
Pete, I need your help.
This
I
is
can't
an insanely high-stakes duel because you have to imagine. First of all, the tagline is maximums versus fusions. We know Yuhi's not using the maximum. If Yuhi loses, he's dead, assumingly.
He will get carded.
Unless, Tremolo gets him to join his team or there's some twist like that. Nick T, your thoughts on what is set to be a earth-shattering duel?
I'm at a loss here. First of all, because I couldn't take in what I was reading while I was reading it.
Why not? I wonder
no
why.
reason. Yeah, no reason at all.
Do you want to read it again?
No, I got the idea, but I can't really make heads or tails of it because initially I thought Ron was going to be the one dueling Tremolo. It seems like it's going to be Yuhi. Mm-hmm. Is Yuhi going to lose already? I don't know. I'm at a loss of what's actually going to happen.
It's very surprising because all signs, foreshadowing-wise, pointed to not Yuhi dueling Tremolo, right? It pointed to Yugioh in the opening. We see a shot of him dueling Yugioh in the opening, Tremolo. Yeah. And then in episode 52, the first episode of the season, Tremolo literally calls out Yumu and says, man, I really want her. I want to capture her. I want to duel her.
Because she formed the resistance movement.
Right.
Yeah.
So the seeds were planted by the very first... shot and sequence on Earth when Yugioh returned for Tremolo Yumu. And from the opening, Tremolo Yugioh, and now we're getting Tremolo Yuhi. So, they were like, all right, we're going to steer you in this direction, and then we're just going to throw you a complete curveball.
Yeah.
Does Yuhi actually win? I mean, we'll make our picks.
Let's make our picks.
We'll see. What will Yuhi's decision be?
Dun, dun, dun.
Maybe it's actually, you can take her.
I mean, I don't blame them.
You take her, let me live.
You can have him.
You can
Maybe that's what will
whatever
happen.
you like.
No. That's not that. The cadence of that set up for a very different thing.
Okay. This
All
is big. You also feel if Yuhi wins, Tremolo probably doesn't get carded.
No, he didn't lose to a maximum.
No, he didn't lose to maximum, man.
So it's not really that hard a duel to pick if you really analyze it. Or depends.
Are you still trying to pick opposite?
Yes, technically.
We'll see. Yes or no.
Depends on the outcome.
That's right.
Depends on where you're on.
He's an SOB. He's an SOB. All right, are we ready?
You can never
3,
lose.
2, 1, go.
That's why.
Let's go.
Oh shit! Oh shit! That's why. That's why I'm not. That technically, that's why.
So we don't have Pete's pick in. Between the four of us, there's 3 different picks, which means yes, someone has picked. Draw no result.
Yeah.
So at least one person's picked Tremolo, and at least one person has picked Yuhi.
Wow. Wait, we gotta get Pete's pick in here.
Wow.
I gotta see.
I'm baffled.
Are you really?
Baffled, yeah.
That's why I couldn't answer your question, by the way. So.
Woo-wee!
Oh God! Oh shit! Oh shit!
We're in trouble, bro.
It's about
It's
to go
definitely.
down.
Oh, it's definitely not that. One of you two is winning, but we'll let that go.
All right. Well, Dredger, Cal, and Pete have all picked the same.
We have.
Dredger, what did the three of you pick?
We're with the draw no result crew.
Three of us have picked
Me,
draw no
Pete,
result.
and Cal. Draw
That's
no
the
result.
riskiest pick.
It
Yeah.
is, but if there's
They happen. I
If
mean,
there's
they do.
anywhere where a time where a draw no result works, it's right here. You
Yeah.
don't want to make Tremolo look bad and lose his first duel on screen with his maximum, which we've seen. Maxims are unbeatable. Right? You can't beat them right now, as of now. But at the same time, are we really going to card Yuhi, who's on this discovery arc for himself, where we're slating him in to maybe be in that second to last finale duel of this arc to really get back to where he is? He's not himself right now. He needs to get there, unless it's a 2-arc build-up for him. He's going to build up soon. You can't card him now. He's going to face a maximum. You cannot card Yuhi yet. And if you card Yuhi now, I'll give the writers credit. I don't know where they're going with it, but I'm excited. So either way, I'm happy. But I think the draw no result fits the story the best right now.
I'll tell you something. I mean, draw no result does make sense in a lot
It
of
won't happen.
aspects.
I don't know. If it will.
Nick T, are you picking Yuhi or are you picking Tremolo?
Well, I gotta say, I agree with Dredger in the fact that they're not going to card Yuhi.
I really hope not.
I don't think Yuhi's going to lose. I think Yuhi will win.
Wow.
I don't know.
Crazy.
Maybe.
You're the only one who thinks Yuhi will win.
Yeah.
Out
In
of
the
the
world.
five of
I know.
us.
In the world. I know. In the world, maybe.
No, not in the world.
Well, he's the
I don't
poll?
know. I just
Polls
think.
up.
I don't think it.
You're going to check the poll.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, interesting.
It's a tough spot. It's a tough
actually
pick.
really
It's a tough duel. It's a
because
tough duel to
because
pick.
Tremolo maybe in some way could lose without
He
it
wouldn't get
being
carded.
Yeah.
It's true. I do. Here's the thing. If I had to pick, I would take Yuhi just because you don't want, if Tremolo's going to lose, he's not going to get carded.
Exactly.
But I still don't like a maximum losing to a fusion yet, unless you're ready to. And it's not at that point.
Unless you're ready to roll back
Yeah.
maximum.
So that's the only. Yeah.
That's why it was a tough spot for me to
Catch-22.
pick, but it is definitely a catch-22 because we don't want to undermine maximums. But I think Yuhi could
Yuhi can.
figure
Yeah.
out by some whatever has been going on with Yugioh reaching out to him. I don't know, some kind of
Unless he
Deus Ex Machina pulls it out.
Unless he turns and joins the MIK and
Or that.
as another undercover secret agent.
But that could also lead to either a Yuhi loss or a draw no result.
Yeah.
But I think he's gonna win. I think he's gonna pull it out. I don't know. We'll see.
All right, Dill.
Well,
that leaves.
Does Cal want to explain his? If you have
Cal
anything
can
to
go off
add.
too.
Yeah, so mostly in agreement to Dredge. I don't think you can card Yuhi here, and I also don't think that you can. Now, again, we are assuming that Phaser and Tremolo are big-time villains for this arc, at the very least. You can't really bring Tremolo in to just lose. I don't think that really makes any sense.
No, I agree. You shouldn't make him lose.
So there were two things I was thinking of between whether it would be Yuhi winning or draw no result. And my thoughts were that, or Yuhi losing, sorry, and draw no result. It was that if Yuhi did lose and Tremolo won, if there was a way that Yuhi was able to stop Tremolo from summoning a maximum, but ultimately made Yuhi lose. So in that sense, the maximum's never summoned. Tremolo's still strong as he won without a maximum, and Yuhi loses. That was really where my debate was. It was actually more between Tremolo winning and draw no result than Yuhi actually winning.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because again, like you also said, right now maximums are the unbeatable, right?
Supposed to be, yeah.
So you wouldn't, at least I wouldn't think that this would be the time that all of a sudden maximums lose when you're introducing a character who's going to introduce his maximum for the first time, and
Agreed.
you got to build up the villain side here. So I think that a draw no result just kind of it falls perfectly into place here. Not that it'll definitely happen, but I think it would be
Cool.
an interesting spot to put it where maybe Yuhi looks like he's about to lose, somehow pulls like a mutual destruction, and they
Maybe.
both just kind of sit there and wait to see if he's going to get carded or not, because maybe they never even thought if it would.
Yeah, it's fair. All right, Dylan. That means you're left with the one and only.
Yeah, so I'm the only one of the five of us that is picking Tremolo. I believe he's going to win.
And what happens to Yuhi?
I don't think Yuhi's going to get carded.
How and why?
I think there's going to be some sort of mercy shown to him, and I think he's going to turn and join the brothers temporarily.
Okay.
And the image that we saw that was revealed at Jump Fest in
Which
December
I say
will come to full fruition with the three of them all working in unison.
I
even
would be
if
content with that.
even if Yuhi is doing it out of a ruse just to get more information,
I'd be
similar to
content
Monaco
with
and
it.
Yannistar, which I don't think he would ever genuinely join them, but I think that unless maybe he does, I don't know, but I can't see them giving a loss to Tremolo here. Mm-hmm. I just think that would be crazy.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that's gonna be the case. So I can't pick. I'd be very, very surprised if Yuhi won. I just really would be with how they've shown off the MIK and these brothers so far, and how strong they've been, how strong Maximums have been in this show. I'd be very, very surprised if Yuhi, who probably has not dueled in years, is able to and has been going through a lot of mental roadblocks, is able to pull out a win. Draw no result is one of those things that it's just so rare for me to pick because it happens so little.
How many draw no results have happened?
This show, I think only one.
Wow.
Usually you get about 2 or 3 a show. So could I see it? Absolutely. I just can never pick it. Yeah. I've picked it too many times during sevens, and it's
the riskiest.
It's just so risky. So statistically, I just have a hard time picking that unless I'm like, well, like Nail Gakuto, I picked it and got it right. Everyone could see it because of how it was point-wise. Yeah. You knew it had to be a draw. But this is one I wouldn't like Tremolo losing here. I still think he's got a date with Udius, a date with Uemu in the dueling field. Yeah. And so a loss here doesn't do anything to make me worry for those two characters if they duel him again. Yeah. Especially if if his maximum gets defeated. I think the first time a maximum gets defeated, the way they've been building it up, it's got to be by another maximum, or maybe it's at the end of the arc. And we know he's going to be using a maximum in this duel because of the tagline. So I just can't see him losing. Much like you can't see Yuhi losing because you can't see him getting carded. I can't see Tremolo losing. So
it's a
great matchup.
It's funny because
that's why I picked draw no results. I could not see either
great
one.
matchup.
It's
really losing.
Because there's one thing we all have agreed on is that we can't see Yuhi getting carded.
Yeah, I think we all agree. You really can't.
Even though I have Yuhi losing straight up, and I still don't think he'd get carded.
Yeah.
I think there's just too much potential, and it's so funny because also to what you said, if they card Yuhi at the end of this episode,
wow.
I mean, the writers are crazy.
I love it.
And I would love it.
I love every second of it.
Because that is so unpredictable. I mean, last week we're talking about how we think Yuhi might be the one to beat Phaser.
And
imagine he gets carded. That'd be crazy. I don't see it happening, but I didn't think they would start this arc by killing off Yuga. I didn't think Go Hyuna was also going to get killed off last week. So, I don't know. It's been an unpredictable... I didn't think Duty Nishaw was going to pull out a win against Udius. It's been... I didn't think the Valgyrians were artificial creations by this godlike character.
You did like Otis, though, this whole time.
I did. But what I'm saying is the last 8 or 9 episodes have been so unpredictable.
That's true.
That,
they could do anything.
It's not out of the realm of possibility.
I kind of want someone to text you Saturday night, Sunday morning, Dylan, watch the live rag.
It's so funny. We're all going to get those messages. I have to imagine Yuhi dies.
Oh, we're all going to react. Dude, We're all coming over Monday night and we're watching
this is one I think I got to react to when subs drop. I think I have to react to when subs drop.
Especially if someone says...
Because either Yuhi gets a massive shock, to me it would be a shocking win, draw no result, which would be cool, or Yuhi dies or joins their team.
Any outcome here will be very exciting to see how they also progress.
I can't see them botching this outcome.
But see, all three can work.
Yeah.
Everything. Usually you think all right, that has draw no result really doesn't work here.
Yeah.
And that person, we can see if it's not. And there's one we really like. All three we have very valid points.
Yeah, all three could definitely work.
The
only one I don't know if I would love is if Yuhi defeated a maximum using not a maximum.
I understand
and
that.
And then Tremolo, that's the only one I don't know if I'd love that direction, but we'll see. It would be a great win for
Unless
Yuhi.
Tremolo wins win.
True, he could throw it, and we've seen that. Got a set card, doesn't activate it.
Yeah. That was good. You'd be a great member of MIK.
Yeah.
You should come help us.
You're friends with Manabu, aren't you?
Yeah, you know Manabu.
Or maybe he knows that Yuhi is sisters with you, brothers with, siblings to Uemu, and he really wants to get to Uemu. So,
wow.
Yeah.
It'd be a good piece. It'd be a good bait.
There
it's going to be really good.
There could be a world where if Yuhi did get carded, you actually see them in whatever
Oh my god.
You're still
realm
on
they're
that?
put in. And so I'm just saying,
He's still
if it's possible for him to get carded and you need to keep him in the show somehow, how like Yuga helping him through his stuff in this like carded world is not out of the realm of possibility.
Right.
No. True, it's not.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool stuff, man.
Yeah, definitely.
It's gonna be good. Let's
The
see
coin.
Wait.
what.
The coin.
The coin.
Oh, the coin.
Oh
And
my
then
god, Cal, put it on the side.
we'll look at chat. It's very rare, by the way, that chat does not have one of the options over 50%.
None of them do. I see it from here.
Right now, the highest is less than 50%.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So heads will be Yuhi. The Yu-Gi-Oh logo will be Tremolo, and as customary, if it somehow manages to land on its side,
Cal just has
Draw
to
no
flip it
result.
right and land it like this. It'll be good.
I just catch it between my fingers.
That would be impressive.
That would honestly be
You
impressive.
should try to see what
All
happens.
right, ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ready.
Hold on. Gotta get the perfect flip.
Catch with the fingers. No, I didn't catch with the fingers. You cheated.
Just pick it up. Tails.
Tremolo.
Tremolo.
Oh, the
Tremolo.
coin is with Dill.
Tremolo.
I got the power of the coin. I'm not losing, baby. I'm going to
Actually,
Vegas.
The coin's doing very well.
No, you're
I don't
not.
think they did very well.
You know what's funny about Vegas? Vegas rooms are extremely cheap.
Yes.
I imagine.
Because
Yeah.
everything else is wildly.
Oh, the flight's insane. The flight's
I thought the
expensive.
flight wasn't bad.
We'll drive.
I
Depends
just,
when you're going.
yeah.
Yeah.
We should go.
We should drive. Is that what you said?
I drove to Maine.
That's
No.
not. That's not Vegas.
You fly to LA and then you drive 6 hours.
That's
to
even.
Vegas.
What's wrong with that?
We
I've
just
done
drive
that.
3
I've
days
done that
straight.
twice.
That was
straight.
weird.
Nope.
3 days straight.
Yo,
next week.
I did it with.
I
Josiah
would rather
and
like something bad. I won't even say it. I'll be nice. I won't actually.
We drive 3 days straight to Vegas.
It wouldn't even take that long. I don't think.
There's no way.
That's what I'm saying,
DJ.
dude.
Well, if we keep rotating, it'll take like 36 hours max.
That's what I'm
Let's check.
saying, dude.
Let's check.
Maybe 24 hours.
All right, that's how you get to Florida. Like, no. Florida,
Okay.
Florida takes like 20 hours.
The chat has voted.
Four more.
He wins.
No, there's no way. That's what I'm saying.
Yui wins. How much?
46%.
Wow.
Tremolo wins 27. Draw no result 25. I don't think I've ever seen draw no result that high in the poll.
Yeah.
And a majority of us picked draw no result.
Yeah, very interesting.
So back to the Vegas thing. It would take 36 hours, but apparently there's a flood warning all 3 ways right now.
Told you 36
that's
hours.
fine. That's fine. It's not about that bad. Yeah, 36 was accurate.
I wouldn't do
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
The
not
most,
24.
the most I'd ever road trip, I think, is 8 hours.
That's it.
Sandusky,
Come on.
Ohio. Yeah.
I've driven to Florida before.
I drove to Florida.
I have
Alabama.
too. My family has. Were you driving though?
I drove for a pretty significant chunk of it.
Oh wow.
Back. I drove, I think, 9 hours back out of the 20.
Yeah, 8 hours is my max, I think. Limestone, thank you for the $3 donation. A friend of mine shared a story of a Magic the Gathering YouTuber that got physically raided for an unboxing. Did you guys hear of the story? Heard bits and pieces.
Hasbro hired the Pinkertons to read.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was apparently accidentally sent cards that weren't released yet.
Yes.
And he wasn't allowed to debut. They literally, Hasbro, the company,
Yeah.
hired the Pinkertons, the agency, to raid his home.
Yeah. They raided his home.
Because they gave him the wrong cards.
removed his cards. Yeah.
Really? That's
Yeah.
kind of messed
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A toy
It's
company.
completely.
Pretty messed up.
The Pinkertons.
It doesn't Chicago.
I'm not even kidding.
No, I know.
Like, that's part of the
I know.
story.
I know.
Can't
That
you
is
just
a
like can't you
crazy
just show
story.
up at the house, like knock on the door, and be like, "Hey, don't open that."
You could. But that's not what they did.
Yeah, they need a warrant legally to enter. They just barge in.
If they had probable cause.
And
they could pull
the
that.
thing is, yeah, but they're not a law enforcement agency, are they?
They're like I think, are they private
I think they're
investigation?
private and PI.
But they still need, even with probable cause, I think you need a
Yeah,
warrant.
here's the thing. When people come in your house and then they have, you just kind of, you're not
Yeah,
gonna,
it's it's
very-
private security and detective agency.
Yeah.
The thing is, oh my god, that's crazy, dude. That's fucking nuts. Yeah, Limestone, I did hear about that, though. That is one of the crazier things. Pink Penguin, thank you for the $2 donation. Thank goodness for Pete coming to help. I'm taking environmental science, intro to nutrition, and then I've been writing
headlines,
2
dude.
plays, directing 2 plays, and then acting in 1 for my school's short plays event. So I've been really busy lately. That is crazy.
It sounds awesome.
Yeah, Cal, what do you make of that?
I mean, like she said, very busy lately. You have a lot going on.
Oh,
Pink.
shit, I moved the Legends tab.
Dude, what did you do? Oh
I
my
must have done it
God.
when I was trying to get the bowling
Oh,
picture.
You must have
No.
tried to do when you were while I was reading. You mean?
Probably.
Pink, let us know some of the good stuff about nutrition. Dill will probably need some advice for that, and honestly, I could probably use some advice for that as well.
Yeah.
Guys down in Big Macs like there's no tomorrow.
First of all, they're
They're
McDoubles.
McDoubles.
And second
And
of all,
I need to learn nutrition so I can do the opposite and go down a terrible path.
Elaine, thank you for the 100 bits. I emailed you the video for you to watch it. You got the tattoo bet wrong. It was a fireball tattoo. That's right. It was a fireball tattoo, not a flame.
Like the Fireball, the alcoholic beverage?
No, I think just a
that's
fireball.
what I said.
Yeah.
The fireball devil.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Dude, people probably have that, and it's
I gotta check my email, Elaine. I have notifications off for my email, but you definitely sent it to me. I just gotta find it, but I didn't see it.
Is it?
But thank you, Elaine. I appreciate
We're
you.
ready for
Is it my turn? Or
Yeah, it's
you
Cal's
still
turn.
on?
It's Cal's turn.
It's your turn.
He just
He's having
froze.
issues. Just go.
He's just.
Sorry, I am a little hazy. 'cause
You were
of the caffeine.
buffering a little bit. All right, so that man 666 donated $6.66.
Thank you for the Satan donation. Thank you.
Thank you.
And he said maybe Bridge will do something Gallup would never do: make a fusion using personifications of both Blue Eyes and Red Eyes.
Please, I think there's a decent chance.
Yeah.
Purple
possible.
Eyes Dragon.
Purple Eyes Dragon.
Yeah.
I
If you
will
fuse
say
the two
this.
colors, it's purple.
Something I'm slightly disappointed about. We got the Blue Eyes reference in her first duel. We got the Red Eyes reference in her next duel. I really thought we were going to get a lot of Legacy Dragon references via her aces. Cyber Dragon, Galaxy Eyes, maybe a Stardust. So I'm a little disappointed that it's just been those two.
I mean,
But-
you could say the most recent looked like Stardust.
Yeah, but like name
And you also still got another 40 episodes left.
True.
Yeah,
True.
we got different fusions we could
Yeah,
do.
and that is very much me wanting like Easter
Fan
eggs because
service.
I love.
yeah, I'm with you
so
too.
does it affect the quality of the show? Of course not at all. Does it affect her? Not at all.
I
But
agree.
like it's one of the things where I love that kind of stuff.
I love Easter eggs. I agree with you.
Yeah. But hey, maybe we'll get something. It is a little annoying because like, yeah, it's the Duel Monsters love. It's the original show.
Hey,
But
can't go
that's
wrong with
fair.
the OG, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, that man. We got $10 from Philip Rosewood.
Thank you, Phil.
And Philip said, let me tell you why hate watching works. Because for every person that makes a rant video or discussion about a bad show, it still gets views and money. Case in point, Velma got a season 2 based off of hate watching.
Yeah. Now, I haven't seen Velma, so I'm not going to comment on the quality. I've just heard it was not very good. But he's not wrong. I mean, hate watching is such a popular thing in our culture.
Yeah.
Such a popular thing in our world. I think if I made a video... Actually, one of my best videos in the last few months was the 10 duels that I personally hated the most. That's a negative video. Negative videos, rant videos, hate watching essays, whatever it is, those do better than positive reviews. They just do. People like to, I think, have their anger feel... Yeah, and they like to have their anger feel validated. Mm-hmm. And I think they like to rant and kind of fester in anger rather than find something that they feel more positive about. And that's why you get things like Velma getting another season, even though I didn't hear anyone say anything good about it.
I think it was already greenlit, though.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I think the money was already behind it.
Yeah.
But still, to his point, the content creation still gets money
crazy,
out of it. Yeah, people are like, oh, like, let me make a video on this and get mad views.
Yeah.
I mean, in that show, it was a case of dogpiling, though, which people love to do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's like, everybody's making a hate video and making money off that.
Yeah. So, and that's the case with a lot of things.
That indeed it is. Thank you, Philip.
Thank you, Philip.
$5 Australian from Electra Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
And Kevin said, Yuhi the GOAT, about to be the first duelist in Go Rush to get a win against the duelist with a maximum.
We'll see. I guess Kevin is with you, Nick T. He thinks Yuhi's going to win.
Team Yuhi.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Someone's got to believe.
It'd be a crazy upset, I'd say.
They call him Chatty for a reason.
Is that what they call him,
That's what
Chatty?
they do call him.
Okay.
Kevin, thank you, man.
Hi. You guys just sometimes...
Crystal Colden donated $2.
Thank you, Crystal.
And Crystal said, Aura took the card. No one messes with her Yuga.
Yeah, I mean, do you think... Where do you think the card is?
Safe.
I think it's safe. I actually agree.
Manabu?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I think Manabu.
It's safe.
Okay.
The more people that know,
Yugioh?
It's safe.
Hey, it's fine.
Wait,
The more people that know, it's a problem. It's safe.
It's Yugioh.
I'm just throwing out a name. I don't know. How
Otis?
Yugioh would have it.
Can we just talk real quick? The
Yeah.
whole like
Hole.
Never mind. Forget.
Oh,
it.
what the whole?
Just go to
lot?
the next.
Who
No,
was
no,
the
no.
Yuhi duel where someone saw the flash of Yugioh and him? What's
Yeah.
his name? Yeah. We never really got.
Well, it might have been similar to what. Oh no, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I
Maybe
didn't really
there's,
get
there's a Yugioh in the Odo lineage somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Kyle.
I don't know. That's just it popped into my mind when we were talking about.
I gotta rewatch that scene.
Yeah.
I know the scene you're
Shubaha,
talking
thank
about.
you.
Yeah, it was Shubaha. We got $5 from Gravity Hero.
Thank you, Grav.
And Gravity Hero said, maybe instead of the creator, the brothers work for Otis. Also, she might have lost, but I was right about Asaka becoming president.
How you absolutely were there, my friend. How cool would it be to that point if there's two gods now in this world, Otis and the creator, and they both have the same power, and that's the final duel of the show.
If that's the final duel of the show,
Yeah, that's not
something really bad
If that's
happened.
it,
to the
I will
writing.
confirm right now on the podcast for timestamp. It is we are approximately where's the time here? We are 109 minutes in. If that is the final episode of this show, I will not be on the 9th edition of this podcast.
I'm gonna
saying.
quote a couple of people in chat. Otis isn't a god; he's a disappointment. Kick him out, bro. Please shut up. Goodbye and good night.
I wish I. Can you give me the four people who I'm gonna try to put the comments to the users?
So the four users
Yeah.
are Electric Kevin,
Okay.
X Slayer, Pete, and Addison Velgear.
Oh, that's tough. I think X Slayer said shut up. Right? Someone said shut up.
No, XO did not say shut
X Slayer
up.
did not.
Really? Oh,
No,
someone said get out.
Kick
kick
him out.
Kick him out. I think Pete said kick him out.
No, you mix those two up.
Oh, okay. Pete said shut up.
Pete said,
No,
"Bro,
Pete
please
said,
shut
bro,
up."
please shut up.
And
Oh,
X Slayer
okay.
said kick him out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what were the other two?
Otis isn't a
quotes?
god; he's a disappointment.
That was a Kevin.
That was
Yeah.
Kevin,
Yeah.
and goodbye and good night was Addison.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hey, that's like one of those matching games that you do on like the quizzes, the pop quizzes in school.
Yeah.
I did pretty good. I did.
You got a 50%.
All right, I failed.
I did pretty good.
I always hated those pop quizzes with 3 questions because if you get one wrong,
You're screwed.
You fail.
You're dead.
Well, that was nonsense. Those quizzes were nonsense.
I agree.
I'd get 2 wrong at a 33%. All right, well, there goes my grade.
Mm-hmm.
This test counts for 20% of your final grade. There's 3 questions on it. And I'm like, all right, thanks, Mr. Piro.
I can't.
Yeah.
Just read the next one. I can't.
So we have
Oh shoot.
rewinding
Ray
a member
Whitman?
for 9 months at Slifer Red
Oh,
Thank you, Angie.
with a smiley
Thank you.
face saying my turn, my turn.
Nice.
Yes, Angie, thank you so much, and thank you for the gifted subs or gifted memberships. You're the best, Angie.
Yeah, I
Thank
don't know
you.
what's happening, but I need it to end. Like I'm losing brain cells by the second. It's impressive.
Pink Penguin has also been a member for 6 months at Slifer Red.
Thank you, Pink. A
and
lot of
said,
members tonight.
I
Thank
got
you.
demoted to Slifer because I don't read.
That's okay, Pink.
No worries.
Listen,
Well,
Slifer Red.
Yu-Gi-Oh players don't read, right? Isn't that
Yu-Gi-Oh
typical?
players do not read. Now, I read, but I'm a pretty good duelist.
You're a terrible duelist.
Okay.
You know I know? I read. I'm a terrible duelist.
It's not going to update, I think, until after this.
Yeah. I was seeing if we had another emote slot. All right, no worries.
10
Pink,
piece
thank you
going
so
in.
much, Pink.
We got $5 from Natalie Lopez.
Thank you, Natalie.
And Natalie said, I hope you're doing well, Dylan. I'm sending you thoughts and prayers. I hope the medication helps you get better. I'm currently sick right now as well.
Well, first
Feel
and
better.
foremost, feel
Yes,
better,
feel
please,
better,
Natalie.
definitely.
Yeah, right now I feel pretty good. Granted, these streams are not as intensive because I'm not the only one speaking.
Yeah.
it's true.
But I feel maybe it's a little placebo, but I feel okay. I've only been on the medicine and the regime for 2 days now. I do feel pain on this side of my, vocal
You're
cords.
probably overdue for a Motrin or something.
Yeah, actually, I'm doing a Motrin right after the stream. So, took one at 4, so 6 hours, and I'll take Pepsid as well. So, yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, it gets better. Hopefully, I don't need anything like surgery or anything massive like that. I know in extreme cases, like jaw alignment surgery, sometimes is needed. I don't think that will be the case here. Going to start wearing the night guard. Again, speech pathologist in a couple weeks. Follow up in June. Dentist appointment as well, because I think the dentist is what really helps with diagnose more with the TMJ and if you need a custom mouth guard or anything. So, we're moving in the right direction. Hopefully it works in terms of physical health. But thank you, Natalie. I appreciate it. And I'll keep you guys updated, of course, as we go on.
Relevant to that donation, Barrett actually asked, Dylan, if you went to your ENT doctor and all he recommended was licorice, would you take his advice? If that was the cure.
That felt like the first doctor I went to. No, that's harsh.
You mean the one who recommended the stuff that you stopped taking that would have helped you?
Well, because
technically speaking, the first doctor wasn't entirely wrong. Dylan just didn't follow anything he did.
He wasn't entirely wrong, but he missed the whole TMJ,
he did,
which is the side of my...
Yeah, again, but he's not really... Think about it. He's ENT, right? He's not looking at your jaw. He didn't go that extra mile. Now he can do it, but he didn't go the extra mile. So
he was a younger doctor, so
no. And again, and I like that you got a second opinion. You found out this information, but you still drank coffee, ate pizza. Yeah. You did all. The only thing you didn't do is stop your naps. And even then, Cal told me he still did some naps right after eating.
She also said, very important as well, try not to lay down 2 to 3 hours after eating.
So
yes,
a lot of it was echoed.
In his defense, he did.
No, he was.
He didn't find the other stuff, but he did at least.
He didn't find why it was so prevalent on this side, but
more so left than right.
Yeah, he did pretty good.
But answer the question.
What a question?
No, because first of all, licorice is disgusting.
So if that was the only thing that would help you, you'd
but
be
it
like,
wouldn't help.
But it wouldn't help.
But hypothetically.
But it's not hype. It just wouldn't.
But hypothetically,
if that was the if licorice was the only thing, that was the question. Was if your ENT.
No, if he recommended licorice, it doesn't necessarily mean that licorice is the correct recommendation.
I'm reframing it.
Yes.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, Pete Dillon is stubborn. I even told him to listen to that stuff, and he did like none of it. So what are you gonna do?
Well, now I'm done with coffee.
Okay.
Done with caffeine.
For 2 days. Let's see how long it lasts.
No, it will last. Because once you get past a couple days, there's no withdrawals.
You will save some money on it. That's true.
I know. I was getting a freaking cappuccino, 4 swirls, 4 pumps. It'll probably help me dietary too, because that's probably not.
Yeah, you probably put way too much sugar in your body
every morning, dude.
Do you ever drink your coffee black or with a little bit of water?
I only drink it.
No, you get 4 pumps of liquid cane sugar.
I get 4 pumps of mocha. Well, it's mocha. I get 4 mocha swirls and 4 stevia.
No.
You double up on it? On the
Wait, is it a large or a medium cappuccino?
It's a medium cappuccino.
Yeah, so you're adding. It's 3 is a medium, 2 is a small.
Yeah.
I never memorized because I do 1 or 2 mocha
it's
and
4
black.
and 4 I had. So that was $5 every morning.
Yeah, you're...
That's disgusting.
No, but it's going to, as you said, it's going to save me money.
Mm-hmm. Not even the money aspect.
It's save your health.
It tastes great.
I'm sure.
Tastes... Homie, it tastes like you're drinking pure sugar. Of course it tastes good.
Was there any coffee in that?
No. Cal, just rip it.
Thank you, Natalie, and I hope you feel better.
Feel better.
Yes, feel better.
Gravity Hero is back with another $5.
Thank you, Grav.
And Grav said, so what next? Will Asana's daughter or granddaughter fall for Yugioh too? It must be fate for that family to fall in love with Yugioh.
Yeah, I mean, everyone, in the Matsuba lineage, Matsuba loves Odo. And, that's something that is a beautiful thing that we're seeing here in Rush Yu-Gi-Oh! And whoever the Matsuba character is in Yu-Gi-Oh! 9 will also fall in love with Yugioh. And I think that's great.
I don't got the energy.
No, I'm not doing it.
Gravity Hero, thank you for the super chat. I
wish I did.
I just gave him a look.
Yeah, he's giving the look. He knows what he did. Just...
Symbolically, I'm going to throw my coffee maker off the back porch. Do you use that?
Every day. You can do it all by my own. It's fine.
Homie's got the sadistic laugh out. I don't even know.
It's like a dolphin. Crystal Holden, thank you for the $2 donation. I did my own coin flip for this and got Tremolo.
We got a
double
fan
coin
flip. I love it.
Both coins.
Yeah.
Pick Tremolo.
Well, Crystal, what that tells me is Tremolo's going to win. I'd bet money on it.
How much did you bet on, Bill?
How
much money?
They're all linked up.
They're all weighted.
Maybe. I gotta teach you to play blackjack. You'd win so much money.
I wouldn't win.
Yes, you would.
No. Blackjack, no. Alright, that was...
It's unnecessary.
It's
unnecessary.
Because that felt like bullying. Thank you.
It's high school all over again.
What?
It was high school all over again.
That's not true.
Alright. Yikes.
Thank you, Crystal.
Thank you so much, Crystal.
I needed that moment of
Clarity.
pause there.
Yeah.
We got $6.01 Canadian from Pick Rick.
Pick
you,
the
Rick.
Rick!
Pick.
And
Thank you,
T's
Pick.
gonna like this one. Next episode, Chad He, easy win.
Let's go.
Also, happy 233 days before Jump Festa and the Yu-Gi-Oh! 9 announcement. I mean, it's right around the corner. Let's go.
Let's freaking go. Now the best part is if the final duel is the creator versus Otis,
I won't be on 9.
he will be here for Jump Fest.
I will be at Jump Fest, but I will not be here for.
And we are still working on getting a countdown clock right there. I'm
yes,
not
we
even
are.
kidding.
Is it on the way? Did you order?
We haven't ordered it yet.
It's in the cart.
We're gonna get a countdown clock there to Jump Festa, so you will be able to see how much hours, minutes, maybe even seconds are left until the Yu-Gi-Oh! 9 announcement.
You realize you're gonna have to use that for like a lot of stuff, right? Like not just for. Like, I remember you gotta like.
Well, it resets every year. So like the day after.
So this is going to be just for Jump Festa.
That's the biggest waste of money you'll ever spend.
What do you mean? It's Jump Festa. It's everyone's. It's our Christmas.
Pete asked us a really good question.
Yeah.
Did JC confirm yet?
JC did not confirm.
That's
and
a little
because
concerning.
he's past the RSVP date. I am assuming JC is not coming to Jump Festa.
Oh, I thought we were gonna assume he is.
I know a lot of. Well, I don't know. Should I cater for him?
No,
Yeah.
you can't cater something. They didn't already get you.
So legendary duels. We've been wondering for a while.
I'm putting
if
him
he's
down
coming.
as a yes. I'm putting him
Put
down
him
as a
down
yes.
as a
I hope he comes.
We'll
I
send
love
him a
the
vendor
guy.
request if he doesn't show up.
Okay, we'll
cover
send
his
him-
plea. Yes.
Cover his free plate. All right. We don't know if JC's coming. We'll see. But thank you for the countdown pick. Thank you for the update. Very important stuff here.
Yeah.
We are
You
233
can hit
days.
place if that's good enough for you.
That's expensive, dude.
Dude, we can get a cheaper one.
Yeah. Look at it.
Can I see it?
Oh, where'd it go?
This guy's trying to get me to donate to his Cash App. Ooh, that's pretty
It's like
good.
perfect though. It's got everything.
Is it seconds too?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's always going.
Okay, get it.
Always. How much is it?
It's like $90.
How big is it?
I'll write
It's
it
gotta be
off.
big enough to fit in the wall.
Hey,
correct?
you-
Oh, wait, no, we have to measure it. We'll measure it after the stream.
Hey.
You just bought.
Did you buy it?
No.
Oh, I thought you just bought it.
Hey, Dill, you don't have to pay me for the next 2 weeks towards it.
Oh, perfect.
Right, just don't pass the next 2 weeks, and that'll be towards the countdown.
Oh, I like that. Okay, thank you.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So
You got that?
Give me the zero.
So am I just buying this then? Is that what it looks like?
Yeah,
It's just
that's
staying
what
here.
he's saying. Yeah.
All right, cool. Sounds good. Yes, Pigrick, we're looking forward to Jump Festa and the big Yu-Gi-Oh! 9 announcement.
If you couldn't tell.
Yeah. Thank you, Pig. We got $5 more Australian dollars from Electra Kevin. And Kevin said, what is your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster, attribute, and type besides Dragon/High Dragon? To no one's surprise, mine is a Light Thunder.
I
makes
like
sense.
that.
That makes sense.
Interesting.
Favorite.
Whatever type the penguins are.
Isn't that water
my-
attribute?
That's
Or-
water.
It's not Earth, right? It's water.
I think it's water
Earth.
warrior.
Water.
Penguin soldier.
Fire. Air.
Mine is probably. Let me look. Penguin soldier.
water.
Looks water to me.
Yeah, it's water attribute.
It's water.
What's that
aqua.
one?
Water aqua.
Yeah.
Right, that makes sense.
That one in the. Oh, that's a different.
Oh, Penguin Knight. Go to the Penguin
Penguin
Knight.
mine
Knight's
is
a different
Earth
attribute,
dinosaur.
No, he's not. I
honestly.
think it's the same. Go
It
to the
looks
Penguin
green
Knight.
to me.
It's two over. It's
No,
two over. No,
no.
and it's right there in the pictures, right?
The green one with the green background.
Wait, it says Penguin Knight if you read it.
That is
That's
also,
also water,
aqua. Yeah. I think.
If you just read it.
I think mine is probably Earth Dino. I also love like dark. Fiend. I think it is. What's
Are you asking? Wait,
The
what
penguin
typing
in
they
both
like?
cards is
Type
the
and
same
attribute,
penguin,
yeah.
The same sword. Yeah, it's the same
Um,
sword. One has it down, one
It's
has it up.
literally, there's no difference.
Yeah, Dark Fiend is the one I was thinking of. What about you, Drudge?
I do like my light dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like my dark spellcaster as well. I like
Spellcasters are cool. I
You
like
Yugi's deck when he
spellcasters.
goes really deep in there, especially I specifically remember when he's versing Joey at Jules Kingdom, and he has Dark Magician on the field, and he uses Time Wizard, and he hits Time Wizard, and Joey thinks he has him,
Yeah.
and Dark Magician aged to what, Dark Sage or
Yeah.
something, and he could find a spell card from it. It was I remember that was for me. I remember the chills. I get the chills now just talking about it.
Oh,
I remember
his hair's
watching
standing on
it.
end.
It is. I remember watching that and being like that really, I felt, I'm like right there. That was the coolest thing. And like obviously like it was a great duel between two best friends, and that hit for me. That's like I think that's why I really got sold on Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
From it, that Duelist Kingdom duel, the two best friend, the pro tag and
Yep.
best friend character. You know, one had to go on to take on Pegasus. It was just great. That was a great duel.
You want to know a wild fun fact about that duel?
Hit me with it.
Anime only duel did not happen in the manga.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Great
did
duel.
not
so
know
then
that.
how did they get to that point?
They got to that
Did you
point
know?
by Yugi just saying to Joey, I'll give you the money for your sister's surgery.
So that was an anime-only duel?
Yeah.
Wow, that was well done.
Yeah.
I got
Did
so
not
but
happen
if
in
I'm
the
gonna
manga.
Did you
that's
make a
technically
photo?
that's Gallop technically.
That was Gallop. Yeah.
I got it. If Gallop did anything right, it was that duel. Maybe
No.
nothing else,
No, they didn't.
but they did that duel.
That was a very good duel.
Did you make a short on that?
I did make a short on that.
Oh, that is anime on
That
the
is a
short?
short.
Which short? I didn't see that short.
Did you know number 37 maybe?
Is it actually number 37?
It's one of the numbers.
There's no way it's number 37.
It's
Probably not
one of the
37.
numbers.
Did you say spawn the numbers,
I got like 80 numbers, dude.
bro?
Wow.
When am I
That's a
gonna
lot of
guess a
numbers.
Yu-Gi-Oh character?
It's like me in high school.
We'll do that
Wow.
soon.
Okay.
You'll get some soon.
That's what I'm talking
Hey,
about.
wait, did we confirm that we are doing the podcast when we are away? Did we confirm that?
Not yet.
Okay, we need to figure that out.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
All right,
for
make sure.
sure.
Cool.
But thanks
All right,
for the
Kyle, my
reminder.
bad.
Oh yeah, because we're flying on a Wednesday. Right?
Oh, we are.
And Pink Penguin, thank you for the $2
That'd be fun.
donation.
No, it's set up on the TV.
That-
There are
kinda sick.
7
That'd be cool.
characters whose roles this season will be interesting. Phaser and Tremolo for obvious reasons. Yuhi due to his arc. Manabu due to MIK. Udius and Zuijo due to the war being over. And Damamu as we don't know its purpose. Yeah, very well
Yeah.
said. I definitely agree with that. Zuijo, I'm a little more... I don't know if that will be... Roles this season, yeah, okay. I read
season,
it as
yes.
this arc.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
fully
yeah,
agree
yeah.
with that. I thought you... Because I don't think he's going to show up this arc this season. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Those are probably the big 7. I would say Phaser definitely is at the top. I would also, though, add on the creator. And I even without the memes of,
Otis.
what I think of that character, I think the creator's role this season will be fascinating and could be, God level in terms of setting up this show for its finale. Put the Otis emote in chat. But guys, I want to thank all of you for being here. This podcast, again, is available on Spotify, Apple Music. Give it a listen. Give it a rating. It definitely helps out the show. And I
And
want to
follow
thank
it
you all.
if you
And
wanna
follow
know.
the podcast. And shout out to Dak for the win, for doing all of the
Thank you,
stuff
Dak.
behind the scenes when it comes to this podcast. So thank you so much, Dak. I want to thank Pete, Dredger, Nick T, and Calibro for being here, minus Pete. But shout out to Pete because I know he's in the chat and he'll be here next week. Boys, promote your stuff. These 3 do some great stuff. They're going to be linked down below in the description. Follow them. It's all that I ask. I thank you guys all. To everyone who donated, thank you. To everyone that watched, thank you. To everyone that lurked, thank you. Thank you for making this podcast so much fun. Caliber, you can start.
Thank you. So I stream over on Twitch at twitch.tv/calbreezy. That's CALBREEZZY. It's spelled the same as in my YouTube name. I stream a lot of FPS games. Mainly, I've been playing Valorant, which is like a first-person tac shooter. As work starts to dwindle down a little bit, I might try to start streaming a little more regularly again on the nights that I can. So definitely keep a lookout for that if you want to just shoot me a follow. And if you have any game recommendations you'd want to see me play too, open to really play anything. So
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's great. Can't wait to watch you play, man.
thanks, bro.
Maybe we'll play some GTA together.
Apparently, this guy's been playing GTA with
Yeah,
us.
because I also been I
Oh.
also stream on Twitch.
Oh,
I missed a couple weeks lately, but
I missed a couple
stream.
months.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, no,
So-
it's not true. I missed for weeks.
I've missed a couple months.
But I stream typically Monday nights at 9:30 p.m. EST. I do a lot of like variety gaming, like some retro stuff and emulation, a little bit of Minecraft. I've been addicted to Grand Theft Auto 5 lately, so I might play online, maybe with some of these guys.
Oh, yeah.
That could be a good time.
Oh, definitely.
I also do some music streams, which I haven't done in a while. I'm definitely due for one, so you should tune in frequently so you don't miss one of those, where I play from a repertoire of covers that of songs I like, as well as my own original music. And you can find all that original music on all streaming platforms at Nameling. The name's Nameling, Nameling. I've got a couple AEP, a couple singles, an album, finished and ready to go. Maybe a single will drop kind of soon. Be on the lookout for that. And for any news and details, follow Nameling NJ on any social media platform. Maybe TikTok might be getting into that game.
Yeah,
For all you
stuff like
like
that,
music
yeah.
and vinyl people, I might do a kind of a segment on Instagram and TikTok where I do like a vinyl of the day, so you can get a whole look at the huge collection of records that I have. So that could be a fun thing. We'll
Cool.
see. I don't know. We're toying with the ideas here. I like
Very
it.
nice. I'm Dredge, stream at twitch.tv/Dredgenator. Been MIA for a while, still gone to try to figure out the work schedule and everything going on. When I do get back, we got to finish our Pokemon Nuzlocke. We are I'm like 6 gyms in. Like I'm almost there. Like
You were doing pretty
I'm
well.
gonna make it.
You were doing well, yeah.
And then I'm gonna lose again. The randomness is still scary. I run into that Wonder Guard mon that's random. I don't know what it is. Oof, I don't know. But come check that out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, I don't know when we'll be back. Hopefully, after my first vacation, I'll be back. But we'll see.
Also, I have not streamed on Twitch in over a month. Pete and Calibro have done a good job of streaming on my channel, which I'm definitely appreciative of. They did a Marvel stream, and Pete's done a couple Detroit streams. Hope to return to that next week. We'll see, again, condition depending. But follow them, Cal, Nick Teeth, Dredger. Thank you guys so much.
Also, Pete's YouTube channel is linked in the chat.
Yeah,
Zach
Clueless
as well,
Gamers,
Clueless
absolutely.
Gamers.
Yep.
A lot of cool
He
review
just
stuff.
Yeah, movie reviews.
They just put out the last of their First and 10 podcasts
Oh, yes, that's
on
right.
his channel. I think that came up today. I was watching it this morning.
Nice.
Let's go.
So you can check that out as well.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
Love you guys. Thank you all so much. This has been Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! Crazy 8's episode 55, The Road to. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have
An amazing day.
Take
Good
care,
night,
guys.
everybody.
Good night.
Good
Love
night.
you.
Good night.